Hello, adventurers, and welcome back to Saved by the Roll, Episode 2 of Campaign 1. My name is Keegan, one half Level 2 Gamers, and I will be kind of your host for tonight. I'm going to get all the stuff out. Again, welcome to Episode 2. If you didn't see Episode 1, you can watch it on the archive on Twitch, on twitch.tv/Level2GamersSTL, or you can head up to youtube.com/Level2Gaming. That's with two spelled out, TWO. Joining us tonight, as always, I'm going to say it based on my left, but it's technically right on screen, as always, is the lovely Tim. How you doing, Tim?
Oh, hey. I am doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to get going again. I feel like last week, or 2 weeks ago, was a lot of fun. And then last week we did the podcast, so I'm ready to get into Strahd.
Heck yeah.
Next to Tim is the lovely, which one do you think it is? It's Cody!
Hey.
How you doing, Cody? Or Welly. How's it going?
I'm doing great. I'm
Yay!
excited.
It's great! Next to him, or next to her, sorry, is our lovely bard. Good old Kime, a.k.a. Bertrand. How you doing, Bertrand?
Hello.
Hello, love. Mwah, mwah, smooches.
Right
And
into it,
second to last, the first time on camera that you have ever seen him/her, I don't know. I know, but I don't. Flashing us. Is Latrine herself, the lovely Nate Parsons. How you doing, Nate?
I'm doing great. Oh, sorry.
Your cover has been blown.
I'm doing great.
That is what one Latrine looks like. And I would say the new face to the group, but technically Nate is the other new face. But we have another person joining us that was not with us for episode 1, but is joining us going forward. It is Diane. How you doing, Diane?
Hello. I'm good.
Welcome to the party. Woo! I'm excited. Again, kind of like quick before we jump in, I get the DM over there. We'll throw it to him in a second. But you can check out all the bios and everything on savebytheroll.com. We've got bios for characters, for players. You can click merch. We have got 4 of the characters merch up right now with art. So go check it out there where you can get leggings with your favorite, I don't know, dwarf face on it, or I don't know, a pillow with maybe Kosev on it. All that stuff's up there if you'd like to pick that up. So go check that out. And last but not least, and the head of this campaign, and the guy who's put probably more hours in it before we've even started, David. How you doing, David? Dungeon Master. My master. I will not call you my master.
Don't call me that. No.
Makes it weird.
So it wasn't weird before. I also have
it weird.
That makes it weird. I am also going to point out, if you did watch last episode, I had the Kermit the Frog voice. I got some feedback from various different people saying it didn't quite fit. So I will be using my natural voice. I was going to do something in game, but I don't know what's going to happen or where it's going to go. So I'm just going to go with my voice to be able to RP a little bit better. But without further ado, let's jump in to tonight's episode of Saved by the Roll. Take it away, DM.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. So, where we last left our heroes, we had just finished a mission that they were sent on by a secret society they were recruited from. Sent to handle a situation in the town of Welton. The team came together and successfully navigated the trials and tribulations of dealing with these wolves and discovered that they were indeed intelligent and were able to strike a deal with the town to, in turn, for protection, they would be able to provide materials to them and live in a more symbiotic, have a more symbiotic relationship. So, we pick up the morning after the celebration of that evening's festivities for coming to such a conclusion and collecting their reward. And we will start right where we left off at the bar. And you guys are pretty much just up, and there was breakfast served for you on the house as you were the heroes of Welton. And would you guys like to do?
I'm actually gonna go sit at the table here, and I'm gonna grab my glass of orange juice because it's too early to have a little bit of ale, and I'm going to raise my glass and say, "To the saviors of Welton, to the victors of war, and to bringing peace to this lovely town."
Yeah, yeah.
And then I chug down this orange juice.
All right. Anybody else?
To victory. You know, I'm wondering how our little friend is. Kosif, that you had visited upstairs.
Oh, well, Welly and Latrine actually visited him. Is that Willem?
Yes.
I believe so.
Let's go check on Willem, guys. Let's go see how this man's doing. I've been wondering this ever since last night, since we got back.
I'll be staying downstairs for fear of scaring the poor chap.
I should not say.
So, as you guys are heading up, you're catching Lenore, the tavern owner, stepping out. She had just left him breakfast, and she's like, and so she sees you and kind of stops you from going in, but she tells you, well, he's doing much better. He's ever since he heard the news that the wolves could talk, he stopped thinking he was crazy, and boy, we think he's just gonna bounce right back. Thanks to you all.
Wonderful news.
Great. I love that. I actually grabbed Lenore and kind of pull her aside. We're gonna move up here a little bit out of the fray.
Okay.
Just pull her over to this
So you're
corner.
gonna go back downstairs and.
I'm back downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And pull her down.
What can I do for
and
you, dear?
I just want to say thank you. I know that the honey whiskey is not cheap. It is hard to come by because it is made in my homeland, but I want to thank you for giving me this. You know, I don't know if you know what this means to me or how important this is to me, but it is nice to have a piece of home that I can kind of go back to.
You're welcome, dear. I haven't left Wilton in near over 100 years, but we hear things within our kind and tend to stick together when we can.
And I come in and give her a nice big hug, and
She accepts
just
it.
embrace her and again just say thank you.
All right. Any other business, you guys? It's a nice morning. It's a little cool, but the wind is blowing. The sun is shining. Everything looks normal if you step outside. But there are some windows you can peer out. And that's what you can get.
And just for reference, there is this town. We tried to go shopping last time. There's really nothing here other than like raw materials. Obviously.
So there's a blacksmith. There's an herbalist. There's, you can get raw materials. If you have someone in the party that can make potions, they could do that for you.
Does anybody want a weapon made? Because I have the ability to potentially do that for you. I should probably go back to the party and ask them instead of just saying it here. So
That's
let's be back downstairs.
gonna take quite a bit of time if you want to do that.
Oh, I know.
Oh, maybe down the road somewhere. I'm quite attached to my sword and shield at this point. I do have something I'd like to discuss with the group about the wolf situation that we just encountered. As you know, I am a servant of Sarenrae, and one of the gifts, I suppose you would say, that she'd given me is some visions. And before we set out on this quest, I had a vision of wolves that were in need of our assistance, and I didn't quite understand the concept of the wolves needing our help until we were there, but as things unfolded, I understood that this was part of my vision, and what we did, I believe, was Saren Ray's work, which is a blessing to me, but that's not the only vision I've had. And I only say this to say that I feel that we may have a road ahead of us, and we need to be prepared.
I turn to Kosef and say, how can I trust your fever dreams? Just because you got one right, what makes you think we're gonna go travel and have more adventures ahead of us?
I can't explain faith to you, son. I can only tell you that what I've seen has come to pass, and what I have also seen that has yet to come. It's terrible. You can take me at my word, or you can see it when you believe it when you see it, but don't say that you weren't told.
Fair enough.
Speaking of trust, how can I trust any of you? I have no idea who you are. We fought some wolves that spoke to us, but I still don't know who any of you are. We just kind of showed up here.
We all had that robe, that veil, that hood that we put on, or that we were given, and I think that's what brought us together. But at the same time, like, why were we all chosen? I can tell you why I was chosen. I was chosen because I'm the hardest hitting dwarf you'll ever see. I clearly showed that in my fighting ability. There's no reason to not trust my ability to stand my ground in battle.
Except when you're climbing a tree.
You shut your mouth.
Well,
I was staying safe.
Lenora sees you and approaches you, and she says, "Dear, somehow this morning I found this with your name on it. I'm not sure where it came from, but here you go." And she hands you a letter that's in your journal.
Okay.
So don't read it out loud.
It's sealed.
I
With
open the
familiar-
letter. It's
Okay.
it's a letter from home. I won't bore you with it, but it's good news for me. I think my path right now is leading me down a good way. And if this speaks anything to what we did, I may not know who you are, but I do want to keep going if this is what keeps coming my way.
I want to pull Kaim aside and have or whisper, I guess. I don't need to pull aside, but have a whisper, or I'm going to whisper to Kaim, just be like, because I just want, how can we trust these people? What's your take on them? I trust you because we've had some time together and I've gotten to know you a little bit, but do you think these guys are worth going out with? They seem a couple of them seem pretty shady.
I trust nobody, friend. I
Do
wasn't.
you not trust me?
I trust you as far as I can throw you, which
Which is pretty far.
is a little far. But I wasn't planning on doing anything. I was gonna just roam for the next town, the next home. I'm always looking for an adventure. It just depends on where that adventure's gonna take me. I prefer not to jump into the jaws of death, but
I too am out for an adventure. I might tell you later on down the road why that is, but just know there is something out there that I'm looking for, and I want to find. We've had enough time together that I judge. Do you think these people are worthy of our time? Do you think we should trust them? Do you have any reason to not believe them? Because I know
have no
you and
reason
Kosef had
to
that
believe
conversation.
them. I
after
have
the
no
wolves.
reason to believe them. I'll just tell you that, well, I'm gonna keep going.
But I'll be right by your side the whole time.
And it's just because I've got to keep going. I'm not gonna just stand sit, and especially in this place. But, you know, I keep moving. I stay on the move. See where the road takes me. Right now, these are fine as companions as any.
I agree. And I come back from
I'm gonna
leaning in here.
I'm gonna break into this little whisper group
It's a long whisper.
and just say, we talk about trust, but we have fought together, we have worked well together, we have accomplished much together, and we talk about earning trust. But if you don't feel trust is earned, may I recommend giving it freely until it is lost.
Wise words from a wise paladin.
Right.
Easy to trust a man of the cloth. Easy to follow him. Also easy for him to stab you right in the sack. But, Kosif, these dreams, these visions, tell me, did you see us all together, specifically?
No, I didn't see your faces specifically, but I saw these scenarios. And maybe the next visions will be on my own, but there's a feeling I have. I feel this group is here for a reason. And again, if it's just my faith, then so be it, but I feel it my responsibility to at least tell you as long as you're near me.
Well, if it gets us on the road faster, I'll go along with any. Even if it's flatulence.
I've got
And with this,
flatulence.
as like Torbjorn leans over, just lets a squeaker out.
All right.
I turn to Kosif and Kaim and just say, I'm with you too. If you guys really think that this is the way we should go, you've both proven to me to be, as Kaim said, trustworthy with as far as you can throw somebody. But I have no reason, as you said, Kosif, to at this point distrust you. We've saved this town together. We obviously, our powers combined, as a great story was once told to me. When you combine your powers, great things happen, and you become bigger and better than your singular parts. So, I say you're good company.
Aye.
Yeah.
Then
I look down at the. Oh, go
I
ahead.
say, well then, as great company, what should we do next?
I look down at Welly and Latrine and just say, "You guys in? You guys want to go on an adventure together? Worst case scenario, that adventure just takes us back to where we started. Best case scenario, that adventure takes us places beyond where we can imagine."
I've already left my comfort zone. Might as well keep pushing.
Right.
This is a lot better than being in my tent.
Aye. I second that. Who wants to go shopping?
I know it's early, but can I get some ale before I turn around to Lenora? Like, hey, Lenora, one for the road,
Sure.
please.
You want some of the good stuff, or just an ale?
It don't matter at this point. I'm here making some new friends, maybe some new enemies. I don't know. I just need to calm my nerves a little bit.
All right. So she goes and gets you guys a round of the house ale.
I just
It's not bad.
throw my hood up and kind of stand in the doorway, lean against the wall, and just kind of slowly sip my mug of ale while I'm looking outside at the morning breeze and the sun.
Mm-hmm. You see, roll a perception check for me.
First roll of the night. Make it count.
Okay. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Bertro's like, how do I perception?
I need to perceive the perception on my iPad here. Hold on.
Yes.
There it is.
Natural one. Nope.
Oh,
Woo!
So Small window.
That's a no.
You can't make out much. Still looks beautiful from where you can see.
I turn to the rest of the group that's still at the table here and I say, if you guys are ready to go out, let's head back to let's head on an adventure together and see what happens. I think we all can agree we at least want to head back to where we came from. And from there, if we disperse, we disperse. If we don't, well, who knows what's going to happen.
More safety in numbers.
I agree.
All right. So where you
I'm
guys?
going to get out of game for a second. That bird I thought was outside. Sorry. It threw me the fuck off. I was like, what? Okay, sorry. I was not prepared for that.
A little too much ale. Hey, Torbjorn.
Ooh, yeah, a little too much ale for Torbjorn here.
Already. Maybe you shouldn't day
Yeah.
drink.
I'm only one. Yeah, I'm only. What time is it, DM?
It's morning. You guys just got up. So
Just remember, he starts taking off his armor whenever he day drinks.
it's I would
That is
say
true.
it's like 8 in the morning at this point.
Cool. So I start early,
Yeah, it's.
right?
She thought it was a little odd, but you being a dwarf, she was like, whatever. Probably
Yeah.
drinks all day long. Especially knowing your family.
Yep. So.
You guys are want to head back towards the where you started, where you all met. Is
Yes. Yep.
that what I'm understanding?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's consensus. Is if we head back there.
Okay. All right. So, as you start your journey, it's a nice day, but you start to see some clouds a little to the south, and it looks a little rough storm, and as your journey goes on, a few hours in, you start to notice this mist starts to kind of creep in, as if it was, preceding the storm that's coming. And something about it is a little weird. It looks thicker than it should be for this time of day, and it is very low to the ground, as if, well, it just doesn't seem right at the moment.
Is it like a super dense fog in front of us? Essentially, like, is it just like a wall where we can't see past it, or
It's
is it
starting.
like-
It looks like that. Like it's a very dense fog is starting to roll in.
Who? We didn't determine this because we have 3 horses, I think. Right.
I've got
We have
thunder.
4.
I was gonna say I've
Well, we
got.
have
Well,
3.
now we have because Tim
We have
Tim
3
got
and
one.
Tim has his like
Tim can
special
summon his horse.
Summon horse.
I've got
The thunder from down under. Even though mine's
I've got
named as
peppermint. I got peppermint.
Thunder. And then you guys, somebody was riding Chance.
Yeah, who's?
Welly and I were riding Chance.
Okay. And I'm on Thunder.
Cool. Yep. So I guess we're riding on our horses back, moving towards the mist. And do we have? I mean, my question is, do we have any reason to, as of right now, to question the mist outside of it just looks like
It looks
it's
weird.
fog?
It's hard.
'Cause-
It's getting hard to see through. So, I mean,
But
it's.
but is there any indication that this is outside of any normal
Do
fog?
I feel?
Yeah, do you feel anything or like is there
Yeah.
anything else going on besides just the looks of it?
I need perception
we
checks
know?
for that, please.
Well,
knew
here we
coming.
go. 21.
Not bad.
I swear I'm only rolling once.
Are you,
Well, you might have advantage turned on because you're only with
It
advantage.
says normal
Yeah, I have
on
always.
my iPad.
It's fine. It's fine. I have it
Well.
that you're always rolling advantage.
Yeah. So 21, 23, 9.
Okay, so Torbjorn and Latrine, you see sort of an arcane nature in it, as it sort of looks almost purplish.
I continue into it, but at a slower pace, and I turn around and tell the group, hold on. I assume we're just clustered in a pack, what's marching order at this point?
Yep. Let's do marching order.
I'll be in the front.
Okay.
Or near the front. Near the front. I mean, I'll be the first one, but I'll be at least near the front somewhere.
Okay.
I'm right behind him.
I'll protect the rear.
Okay.
Cool.
So
I'll take the middle.
I'll be my compadre Kosif.
You're one in front of
Okay.
Joseph. Cool. Yeah, so I just I turn around and let the group know, like, something seems off about this, so I'm like, we're going to take this slow into it. So I slow down the pace to, like, instead of, I'm assuming we were probably galloping to get back home. Now it's more of a light trot into it as we get closer into the mist, just because I'm leery of it.
Okay. Bear with me a second here.
Bearing with
Sure
you.
why this is. Oh God, no.
Those of you who do want to check out and learn more about our characters, go to savebytheroll.com. And you can go to savebytheroll.com/cast to see all of our cast members here. Get a little bit of bio behind them, or about them. Not behind them, because, that'd be weird. But about them. And you can see some information. Or if you want to learn more about the characters, those are up there as well. So
Sorry, it's not letting me. I have a ton of stuff I have to drag you guys through to get to where we need to go here, and pay no attention to. Hopefully, you can't see any of this.
Nope.
it's black right now, so
Okay, good.
yeah, I don't see anything.
So beautiful
Whoa,
die right there.
I see that.
There's something there.
Oh, there it goes. It came in. That was weird.
Oh.
Oh,
Is that a crop circle?
oh, we see it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm seeing things.
Sorry.
So that was Saved by
I'm gonna
the
turn it off stream.
Roll.com.
Stream can't see it. Stream can't see it. Spoilers. They can hear us. We can't see it. Just know when you're ready, David.
Are we
No,
clear?
turn it back on.
Nope. Nope.
No.
These
Alright.
cast profiles are really
Yeah,
well
this
done.
is terrible.
Yeah.
Mine's empty. I'm sorry.
It's kind of par for the course there, right?
Well, yeah.
Hey, at least we can see you this week.
Right.
It's invisible.
We can see Nate.
It'll. I don't know.
Okay.
Describe something.
Are we ready?
So hopefully you guys can see now.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get the stream can't see anything but a blank screen right now. There we go. We're good.
Yeah,
I got
Okay,
a
can
black
you-
So I
box.
assume we're heading south then, based on the order.
I
we're
could
in.
see a pathway and a stream or something like that to the left side.
Yep.
Can everybody see that?
I see it.
Well,
No.
Yeah. Hold on for me, Diane, because you're still not there yet, but you will
yeah,
be.
you're not one
you
of
will
us
be
yet.
soon.
One of us.
You
One
can't-
of us.
I can't
that's
see it.
why. Yeah, my bad. I will fix that. What about now?
Hey!
You're just not cool enough.
Now I can see.
Not cool enough. Not cool enough.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so yeah, you're getting to the point now where you can't even. The mist is so thick that you're not even sure where the hell you're going at this point.
How deep is the river? Sorry.
If I grab this boulder right
Wow.
here, well, you guys
Bad
can. If
joke.
I grab this boulder right here and I throw it in the water, how far does it splash? That's a throwback, everybody. To if you watch the Behind the Roll, by the way, which is our podcast, you can see that these images are just for references and not a literal outline of everything. Just so you guys know. Back into game.
So, at this point, we've got all sorts of fog cover that we believe is arcane in nature. Correct?
Yep.
Who here is magical?
Well, I've got
You're
a.
not-
I think I'm gonna cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay.
Cool.
You definitely sense an evil presence emanating from the mist.
Guys, I definitely. what he said.
Hey, do you sense evil? Yeah. Do we want to turn around then?
You
Do we want
can't
to head back?
like tell where it's coming from though. It's like everywhere. Behind you, to the left of you, to the right of you. in front of you.
Torbjorn gets off the horse and hides underneath.
I careful down
I'm
that
just-
Toby,
I'm
you're
just-
gonna get a donkey dick in the face.
Because the mist is
I'm
so
just literally
thick,
cowering
could I
underneath.
potentially hide in the mist?
You can try.
Oh, I'm
could
gonna try.
Okay.
Can I see
Oh.
Welly?
As you start to engulf yourself in the mist, you start choking.
Oh,
And do you want to stay in there? And
Nope.
Keep breathing. Okay.
I'd hop back on the horse.
Welly, what just happened?
Well, I tried to just hide from if there's anything about to happen, and as soon as I stepped into the mist, I could not breathe.
Is the mist just getting closer to us, or is it holding its ground?
It's kind of holding its ground. You get the sense that it's almost like trying to steer you a certain way. And as you start to look around, you notice somebody roll a perception check for me.
I also whoever rolls can roll, but I'm gonna put the Cloak of Elven Kind on and put the hood up. Just so I state that.
Oh, hey.
Nice. Okay. Let's try and you hear someone coughing in the mist, kind of coming your way.
Can I assume? It is on.
Diane.
Welcome to the group.
Clip that shit right there.
As you start to make your way forward through the mist, you hear a group of voices, and you hear a female elfin voice call out.
I think.
That elfin voices
broken.
were beautiful.
You're not far off, babe.
She hasn't gone through puberty yet, so it'll get
Yeah.
They
She's
usually,
a
after
special one, that one back
50
there.
years, start to get
Oh my god.
I don't think she was prepared.
Oh.
So
So
where is she in comparison to us?
She is just a little bit further south of the road to
We
you.
can't see her.
I mean,
I
you're seeing a figure coming, like she's like coming through, like holy crap, where did this come from, and how did I just end up over here, kind of.
at the front I yell, "Hey, oi! Come here!"
That's all you yell?
That's all I yell. That's all I yell. That's all I yell.
So you see,
I don't know who you are.
So you see some strangely
I'm under the horse, by the way, still.
group of a half orc with in full plate mail on a horse, a wood elf with that apparently looks like a religious figure, and a small gnome rogue. You also see a tiefling with a guitar to his back and dressed very flamboyantly, and a crazy dwarf in full green plate armor. Very nice armor.
hanging out underneath the horse.
Most of the time.
You guys,
'Cause he
as
couldn't find
she
a
approaches, see a human dressed in monk vestiges and a cloak.
What's your name?
Well, my name is Vale, but I didn't want to tell you that because I don't like people.
No veil.
And Vale,
Am I a person? I'm a dwarf.
hang on, guys. I want to give her the chance to describe what
Yeah.
you see. So, if you would please go ahead, Diane, and describe your character to the party.
Oh, describe my character. Oh,
Yeah. What do we see?
you see, like you said, a human female monk. She's about 5'6" or so, athletic build, with long, dark brown hair and a braid, bright blue eyes, and a smattering of freckles across her nose. And she's apparently coughing and making her way slowly towards you, being affected by the mist. As she is.
What brings you out here?
Well, I'm an. Oh dear. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. I don't.
You're fine.
You're good.
I'll move you closer so you can see everybody.
Okay. Well, I'm out here investigating this mist, and I did not know that it would affect me the way that it did.
Well, dear Vale, I don't think anybody expected this mist to affect anything. May I introduce myself? I am Kai Mavanile, and this here is our adventuring party, if you will.
I turned to Kyle and go, that's what you're calling us?
That's what I'm calling you. Pull the dick off your head and get back on your horse.
I climb out from underneath the horse, and I don't climb back on, but I'm just hanging out next to the horse now.
Vale, where do you hail from?
Oh, shoot. I'm a wanderer. I don't hail from any specific place. I left home very young.
Aye, it's another young one that left. I know a lot about that.
Hey, you're along with good company, girl.
Yeah. Join us, and I have her get close to our group, like right up next to us, and so she can see everybody,
Okay.
just to get her out of the mist, so she's no longer choking. And all
Yeah,
that
is the
kind of
mist kind of like a circle, or David, you said it's kind of a path in front of us?
It seems to like kind of be guiding you. Like if your head in the right direction, it clears. If you don't, it's not.
Okay, so it's playing a nasty game of hot and cold.
Yeah,
Something like that. You're starting to
a
get the
deadly
sense
game of hot and cold. Yeah.
I will convey that to the rest of the group and be like, hey, it's taking us somewhere, and I really don't think we got a choice. Unless, Welly, you want to hop back in there and take another deep breath, baby.
Not at all. No, that was very unpleasant.
Do I smell anything? Is it have an odor, or is it just
Not that you can detect.
okay? And this is the sun shining through it.
It is. I mean, as much as it can. I mean, you're getting light. It's not blocking light out or anything like that, but it's diminishing it.
Okay.
When you see anything through it, it's almost like the color is muted. It's like muting color.
Is it like,
Okay.
stupid question, is it like in movies when you see the light at the end of the tunnel effect? Like, do we clearly know we should head that way?
Not really.
Parts ways.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like as you start walking
Gotcha.
towards it, if it's the right
I see.
way,
So it's
according to the
it's like
fog, it
the
opens.
parting of the sea. I turn to Vale and say, if you'd like, we're traveling back to town to
I don't think we're
We're
going
back-
where we want to
back-
go,
back to
Toby.
if you care to join, as my buddy Kime said back in where we just were, safety in numbers.
And
I don't think.
both of Torbjorn and Vale, both of you make perception checks for me, please. So,
Perception.
so Diane, on your sheet, that would be
Oof.
to the right of your attributes, and it'll say like wisdom and parentheses passive perception.
It's in alphabetical, so partway down.
So,
Yeah, you just click the word perception and it'll roll.
okay, click perception.
Correct.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it'll just roll. There you go.
Nice. Okay.
16. You doubled my score.
So, this group looks like they've just been through something. They seem well-meaning. If you wanted to roll insight on him to see what his intentions, if he has malintent towards you, you can. But just based on a general observation, he looks really well off from his armor and that kind of thing. And usually when you come across folks like this, they aren't so friendly, and they aren't typically traveling with such a diverse group of folk.
Sure. I would like to roll insight and
Okay.
see what I.
DMs or DM whisper.
Okay.
Wait a second here. Whisper.
And so go ahead then, and
Don't be so careless.
there's a little box of
shit.
where your skills are to the right, more to the top. You should see insight, and just click on that for me, and that will roll that.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Okay. So yeah, he seems like really genuine, great guy.
I see the look on
I almost sent it. By the way, David, I almost sent that to my dad and not you. That would have been great.
I think I will join you, if only to get away for at least a little bit of time from this mist that has waylaid me so.
Listen here, Vale. I don't think any of us have a to take us, and we don't really get an option. So, you can join us, or you can cough your way out, if you know what I mean.
I hop up on the horse and I tap the butt of Peppermint and say, Vale, here you go. I got a spot for you. Come join me.
But, and then, yeah, I'm not going there.
It's just like, you know how you tell your, like, there's a spot here. You just
You
can
were
sit
just
here.
under Pepper.
Yeah.
I got above Pepper, though. I'm now on Pepper.
It's done better.
No.
I am riding Peppermint, okay?
DM, you mentioned when we saw this monk that she was wearing a cloak. Do we recognize the cloak?
Make a perception check for me.
I suck at perception, but we're gonna try it. I can't see that. 12.
12.
You do not. The cloak is it's adorned with monk vestiges as well.
So, Vale, you gonna hop up here or not?
Yes,
You want to join the party?
I guess I don't have any choice at this point but to join your party.
I will
mean,
say,
you always have a choice.
Tim, with a 12, it's very obvious that this monk is at home in the woods, and that typically getting lost is something that this person would never happen, ever happen.
Ooh,
Okay.
good to know. Well, I guess good for Tim to know. Unless do you convey that to us?
No, I do not.
Cool. Okay, cool. I don't know that then.
As she,
All right.
as she
Anyone
hops
who
up,
wants
I'm just
to
gonna
make
take the lead.
Do you not trust me?
I'm pulling the horse up to the front, and I'm like, well, let's move forward, eh? At the very worst, At least it's a good song. As I die.
I don't let Kime get ahead of me. I ride side by side with Kime the whole way.
So I'm gonna try to go south. I don't know if the map is helping me, but I try to find where the fog is pushing
path.
out.
Okay. So,
Go ahead.
I want to play the game of hot and cold.
okay. So you do.
As we're,
Okay, Katy Perry.
Go ahead, Keegan.
I was gonna say as we're doing this, I as we're riding along, I just kind of look back to Vale and just make small talk. Just be like, so what were you doing out here besides investigating the woods? Or the mist? Are you just out on your own? What's happening here?
Well, I left my monastery after defeating my master and becoming graduated from my training. And I've just been wandering for among the trees and communing with nature and animals.
Well, you're in good hands with this group here, and I pat her on the knee.
Just don't let his hands touch you.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
we always say that because he smells a little bit.
He's already had a bit of the drink.
So continue, David.
At this point, I ask if he has any leftovers so I can have a drink.
I hand her whatever. Oh no, do I have any? Hold on, David. Do I have any left over?
Yes.
Did
I don't
you
know if the
take
bug
a,
back there.
took a tankard out of
I don't
the...
Yeah, I was gonna say what it takes,
Well,
so
you
I don't
have,
have any.
you have a bottle of your finest, and
Yeah.
I think you have a flask, don't you?
I don't have a flask. That's why I need to get one, but I don't have one.
Okay.
A dwarf
So
with
I turn to her and say, I have none left. I left it back at the tavern. I
You
finished
just
it.
have the bottle of.
She does not know that.
Right. Well, I'm just telling you what
So-
you have there.
Yeah. Yes, I have the bottle, but I am not breaking that shit open.
Okay. All right. So as
Sorry,
you guys
Dad, maybe down the
Bad
road.
times.
wander for a few more hours, it starts to become evident that you're not getting anywhere. It's almost like you're going in circles, and it's starting to get late. Although the storm never really seemed to approach you, the mist is still very much present.
I think we're in deep doo-doo, huh?
You said doo-doo.
No, that was just Torbjorn under a horse.
Would we have, had we been traveling at this relatively slow speed, would we have reached home base by now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
By
So, yeah.
2 hours, you're 2 hours past due of
Okay.
reaching where you thought you were going.
Wherever this is taking us, it's not taking it there quickly, nor is it taking a direct route, it seems like.
Well, we have no other choice but to continue to follow it. We can't go back.
We don't even
Can
know
we?
if going back is back. Could be forward.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well, have we attempted to go back yet? Like, because if it spreads in front of us, have we tried to do it in reverse and have just the rear open up and go back to town?
Well, no, it's just gonna carry us over.
Try it.
But but we don't know that though. We haven't tried it
Is,
yet. So I'm gonna go to the back and try and I loop to the back of the group and basically do 180 behind Kosef there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and walk back into the mist and see what happens.
He's trying to open
So
up the
to
rear.
walk, so to if you continue forward, you'll be in the mist. Do you continue?
Yes, I will continue walking forward at a slow pace just to be safe.
As you start to breathe the mist, it starts to choke you. Do you want to continue?
Nope, and I run back around, and I come back.
Does the detect evil and good help us any?
No. If it were a compass, detect good and evil is spinning like The
Just-
magnetism of the earth has been lost.
Okay.
We have no choice but to continue onward. I say we follow this path, see where it leads us. Clearly, we have no other option.
Well, you don't
I'm
get the
gonna-
sense that it's a path, really. It's sort of. It seems like it's just trying to tire you out.
I'm gonna yell out. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to amplify my voice and be like, and just, what do you want?
Okay.
I'm pissed.
As you thunder, you cast dramaturgy, and this thunderous question goes through the woods. You see, like, the trees sort of, the sway from the power of the spell, and there's no response. However, all of the chirping and things like that suddenly stop.
Oh god.
Kai, the fuck did you do?
I got angry, baby. I got angry. I'm gonna get off my horse, and I'm gonna yell again. I'm just gonna literally just a mad hammer, just like, I want ale.
As you do, rain and thunder begin to
I said ale.
appear
rain.
and fall.
You want to get back onto your horse, Tovey? Now there's a good reason.
I'm still on my horse. Oh, under my horse.
It's raining.
No, I've got good company behind me. It's better on top.
I'm gonna put my cloak up.
How is this mist affecting the horses when it touches them?
If they get into it, they start to cough, choke.
Yeah, because we've not taken the horses into it yet.
Okay.
We've been good at getting off the horse.
How about using like dark vision? Like, is there, like?
I mean, you can see what's past it, but it's just after a certain few feet, it just becomes a wall of fog, and you can no longer see where you're going. So
Is
you
it-
can't get a sense of
So,
anything really. And now it's starting to rain.
is this fog? Is it poisonous? Like, do I recognize it as being a poison, or I recognize it as being just like how am I choking? Am I choking just from breath, or is anything else
it's
happening
like
when I
going
choke?
like it's almost like it's like trying to like smoking for the first time, and it hits your lungs, and you just want it out.
I know that feeling.
So
It's the throat hit that gets you.
Yeah, dude, for real. So, I turn around and kind of look at the group and go, I'm stumped. What shall we do?
Seems we have two options that I can think of at this moment. We either continue until we're exhausted, or we stay put until something changes in the weather.
Do we? I think we should set up camp then. Because we as far as we know, we've been walking in circles
time
for
is
the
it?
last.
I don't know. Make a wisdom perception check. Nice.
Ooh.
You gather you've probably been going for about 4 hours. So you expected to be there around 2. So it's probably 4 in the afternoon now.
Is there anything around us to build a shelter, whether it's that we can see, like down trees, or anything to make a makeshift shelter to get out of the rain?
Make a survival check for me.
I will do that. Survival. The fact that you said they're alphabetical order Bertrand makes this way easier.
Yeah, I didn't realize that last week.
This is natural
Ooh,
one.
natural one.
It's like, ooh, a penny.
Hey. Yeah, I was gonna say I found. Hey guys, I found mud.
I'm gonna get under my horse again.
Can I roll a survival check?
Yep. Yes, you may.
Please do.
Yeah.
Ooh, much better. Thank you.
So
24.
what?
So yeah. So
You rolled a
what was it,
24?
24. Yeah. So
Much better
you-
than my 6.
You can find means to create a shelter if you so wish.
Yes, I will do that. We'll create a
And I follow.
shelter for us.
I follow Vale's lead to help her collect supplies and materials or whatever.
Well, we're gonna need. What's the landscape around here?
It's so you're on mountainside and deep forest.
Ooh.
Mountainside and deep forest. So there are
Mhm.
trees everywhere.
Or is there a cave that we can do so we don't have to build something?
So yeah, you find basically a formation that you can seek shelter and
Cool.
camp for the night. And also, I'll say you can gather enough wood with that roll to make a fire and get things going. Do you want to use
Cool.
your ability to feed everybody?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Before she does that, I pull out the wolf's leg and say, "Ain't so stupid now, am I?" And I throw that onto the fire. So I now
So-
have cooked wolf leg.
You're free to react to that however you wish.
I'm just gonna ignore it because
Probably for the best.
yeah, people aren't my thing. Nature is my thing. So with my ability, I'm able to furnish enough nuts and berries and land food to give everybody a decent meal for the evening.
So so you get very, very quickly you realize this monk is lived off the land very well, as she is able to, with very little effort, harvest and hunt enough for a meal for all of you, including herself.
Are we just gonna try and sleep through the night here? What do we? Because we're stuck. There's nothing really else we can do. I say we just call it an evening. Take turns watching, make sure nothing sneaks up on us, like wolves. Or we clearly know there's wolves and other an owl bear in the area. If you all agree with that, I say we just call it a night here.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll take first watch.
And I'll take second watch.
Okay.
You want me to roll
I'll take
perception?
third.
Okay.
guess I'll
So
take- How many watches are there?
Well, do we want two? Do we want two people? I was gonna say, do we want two people per watch?
yeah, I
One
was just
watching
gonna
both
ask, so
sides.
are you guys? How are
I
you
say we do
breaking this
2 and
box?
2.
I'll take first watch with
How
him.
many-
I'm just gonna play
how
music
many-
to soothe people to sleep.
Well, how many do we need, David?
Nice.
Yes.
Hour-wise.
First
3?
watch happens without any incident.
I guess I'm on second watch.
I'll take second with you.
Cool.
And then second watch happens without any incident.
And is there another one?
Third watch.
So how did you guys want to do it 4 and 4 or?
So is there 2 watches total? What's the?
Oh, sorry.
How many watches are there total for the night?
up to you guys. I'm asking you guys.
Because right now we think it's what, like 4? Yeah,
I would assume
5 in the
3.
afternoon?
I would assume 3 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we do 8 hours, it takes us to 11. Are we trying to sleep through the night and move again at night, or are we just waiting for the storm to pass? That's the question here. I think we should do it every 2 hours, and that way if the storm passes before sunset. How far are we? Well, we don't know how far we are from the town because we're lost.
Okay. On the third watch. Who's taking third watch?
That's me.
I've got third.
Well, you had first, so I think it would be me and Welly would be third watch.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I need
Yes.
I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh. That's the wrong one. That's intelligence.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that sucks.
Ooh.
So
Well.
every time I roll, it says no attribute was found.
Yeah, I saw that. It's working for me for some reason. I'll roll for you for now,
Okay.
and we'll take a look at the break.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
19.
Okay, so 19.
Well, you survived.
So
Tim, on the other hand. Oof.
Yeah.
Tim, for some reason, you were alert and awake when you took watch, but shortly thereafter, I don't know if it was just exhaustion hitting you or what, but you are asleep. You fall asleep.
Okay.
Okay. And Welly, you start to feel the weight of sleep hit you, and just as you are about to nod off, you kind of like do one of those, like your head bobs and wakes you up, and you shrug it off, and you're able to stay awake. However, what you see is the mist begin to encroach the camp, and it looks a little bit more purple than it did before, a little bit more arcane, and it sort of sweeps in before you can even do anything, and engulfs the entire camp. And for a moment, you can't see or cry out or anything. And go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oof.
Oh, I need to roll for you. I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's in the saving throws area. Yes.
I got it.
Well,
Okay, so with a 12, you start to feel the smoke or the fog sort of creep into your lungs, and you cough, and when you sort of like clear, your vision clears, and you open your eyes and look about, you don't appear to be in the same place that you were. The entire camp seems to have moved, and you guys are in a different wood, clearly. And go ahead and make a wisdom. Oh shit! I am rolling for you. I'll get it at some point. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So
Well, hopefully, like you said during the break, we'll be able to fix that.
let's do intelligence, actually.
Ooh.
So
Ooh. Never mind. I knew too soon.
and perception.
I assume during all this, the rest of us are all sound asleep.
Yep, you're sleeping. Okay, so
Ooh, natural
roll a
20.
natural 20 for perception. So, what you see as far as the land around you, it doesn't look like how you we're typically, when you look around, the colors are very saturated and things are look beautiful in their arcane nature. Here, things do not. The colors are muted. The sky is overcast and gray, and the sun doesn't seem to ever really break through the clouds. It's almost as if there was just this magical light that lit the world out, and no sunlight actually hits where you are. And the others are still resting. They don't seem to have noticed. And you look and see that Kosef has fallen asleep.
Can I move at all now, or?
Yeah.
I try to shake Kosef awake.
Okay. The mist seems to have pulled back a bit too. So you can. It seems to have given you more berth around the
We're seeing
where you
things.
can go. Damn it! Yeah, I know. I got to figure out a better way to do this. There's so many.
Spoilers.
Eh.
I have it blacked out.
You have it blacked out on stream?
Yep.
Alright, I got a black screen.
Okay, good.
Okay. So, basically, I have one token on this map that is going to represent you guys as a whole. So if you guys break away,
Oops, sorry.
you'll need to tell me. And let me reset everything.
Thank you.
And so,
I'm trying to.
yeah. So, Cody, you wake up to this, and everyone else is still sleeping.
So our screen should be black right now, right?
Yep.
You should see
Far right corner.
token. If you zoom in and go all the way to the...
Oh, I see it. I see it. I zoomed all the way out to find it. There it is.
I'm not going to show you much here, but...
Yeah. That's us, everybody. Well, oops, didn't mean to do that. There's the party.
I rush over to Kosef and Kosef, wake up, Kosef.
Am I awake?
Yeah, she can wake you.
Jeez. These dice are getting on my nerves. All right. I did not spear you, I promise.
I start to the spear out of you.
It wakes you up. Bam! Spear to
Never
the
awake a
face.
sleeping half orc.
No.
All right, so I come to. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. What did happen? Now that I'm seeing everything, we should wake the others.
Let's wake the others, and I'll explain what I saw.
All right, I'll go around and start helping Welly wake everybody up.
Okay.
Oi!
So you
what
all
happened there?
awaken to you all not being in the same spot that you fell asleep, and basically you're in a different mountainous forest where you see black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, and their branches seem to claw at the mist.
I can't tell you where or how we got here. I just know that as soon as Kosef nodded off, he seemed fairly awake. This purple mist just consumed the area, and it was like a flash, and we were here.
Where are the horses?
I don't know.
Can I see the horses?
Make a perception check.
Poor Thunder.
Peppermint. Ooh. Okay.
15.
Hopefully they're here.
19. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, 19.
Yeah.
You do not see the horses.
Ooh.
Is
Can
all
I
my
se-
stuff gone?
Nope. Just the horses.
Okay.
Can I summon my horse?
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay. So you focus on your deity and you summon your mount, and the sky above, the clouds search for a way to break through the sun, and it looks like you're going to have a little more trouble. You want to try? You want to make a roll for it?
Yeah. What do I roll?
Let's roll a charisma.
Just a straight charisma roll or a charisma
Yeah.
save? Okay.
Just make a straight charisma check for me. Natural.
Natural 20.
All right. So you focus a little harder, and the holy symbol around your neck begins to emanate this holy light, and it makes its own sunlight. The beam comes out of your holy symbol, and from that beam emerges your horse. And for a moment, your horse looks like a pale skeletal creature, foul beast, and then the sunlight sort of like melts that visage away, and it's the horse you have known since you've called it.
All right. Glorious.
When the horse shows up, because I assume, like you said, there's a big beam of sunlight. Do we see anything around us when that happens? Like, do we get more sightline when that happens?
As
Or is that
when
more
the
of a just direct
sunlight
point?
sort of like comes from his holy symbol, you notice that saturation of color that you are used to seeing in normal everyday life emanates a little bit from the light that hits any light that hits that sort of has that color, and then sort of fades as the light fades from it. So almost like the sunlight here is artificial and not actually real sunlight, and that real sunlight creates the visible spectrum properly so you can see it as you would know it.
I turn to the group and go, I think we're in virtual reality, everybody.
What is
What?
that?
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Clearly, my people have virtual reality.
I think the dwarf may be coming down with madness.
Totally been drinking
Um,
his ale again.
Is there any, so when I look out in the distance, is there anything I can see, like landmarkers? Like, is there any buildings or anything like to go towards? Is there something like in the distance that I'm like point of interest, I guess, is what I'm trying to say?
So make a perception check for me.
Perception.
14.
Oh, buddy.
To the
I can't roll
west,
for
you see some gates, possibly. There's a road that you're still on. It's just not the road you were that you knew you were traveling on.
Did we just wake up on the road itself or off to the side?
Off to the side.
Okay. Do I see anybody? Is there any other
Perception
sign
check.
of? Yeah, is there any other sign of life, footprints, other camps?
Life.
So
Animals?
you can hear. Yes, you can hear animals. And let me.
18.
Okay. So, you can hear animals. Occasionally, you hear wolves howling and rustling, and they seem to be coming from the mist.
So the mist is still there.
Oh yeah, the mist is still here, but
Like
it only
surrounding
seems
us?
to be to the. It only seems to be to the east of you.
Oh.
If
Is it-
you-
I convey
You can-
that I see the gates to the west
Okay.
to the party.
Yeah. So as you look around, there's tall, like these trees. At one point, they look like they've been here hundreds of years, right? And at one point, they would have looked beautiful to you. However, there's something about them that sort of just they look dead, even though they seem very much alive. And the colors are muted.
Can I go and inspect one of the trees more
I
closely?
was gonna say,
Is there anything?
I turned to Vale and asked her if she's seen anything like this before.
Yes, you may. If you would please roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
could I?
19. Okay. What are you trying to discern from the tree?
If you said they look dead, but I want to discern if there's any life on them, like animal life or signs of animal life or signs of tree growth or tree disease.
They don't seem diseased, but there is some sort of, you feel like there's some sort of supernatural element to it that is not making them maybe as strong as they would be, or there's something, like, they just don't seem as, like, they have as much vitality as they should.
There's something unnatural
sense.
suppressing their life force.
Mm-hmm.
Convey that to the group.
And I convey my findings to the group.
Okay.
Question for you, David.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the cloak of velvet, well, question number one: if we get off the horses and we try to go stealth, can we stealth with the horses? Oh no, the horses aren't here.
We don't
Never
have
mind.
the horses.
Never mind. Take
There's
that back.
only
We don't have the horses
one
anymore.
horse right now.
Okay, cool.
And he's
Never
here
mind. That answered my
magically.
own question then. Yeah, that answered my question. Go ahead, Bertrand.
Listen
Sorry.
here, something's wrong. This place isn't natural. We've got this fog. Is the fog still purple?
Mm-hmm.
We got the fog to our backs.
East.
Yeah, would I have any idea what east northwest is at this point? Like,
You make a wisdom check for me.
okay.
I like your wisdom song. While Bertrand's making a wisdom check, you can go to savedbytherule.com/merch and see all the new merch
17.
we just put up today.
Okay. And sorry. And what were you trying to?
Would I know
Ascertain.
north, south, east, west? Just
From what you can see, shit, that should have probably been survival 17. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you gather that that towards the east is
it
where
would have been the same roll. I had a +4 on both.
Okay.
Okay, we got this fog behind us, and we've got gates in front of us to the west. I don't want to go back through that fog. I don't know where we are. It's unnatural, but we're here. I don't want to go back. I can't breathe in that. No one can. Are you ready to move forward? I start packing up my crap.
Yeah. I have the cloak on. I put the hood down. I go to Vale, and I ask her to check inside my hood to see if she sees anything on the inside of my cloak.
You mean on the top?
No, like I take the hood down to see if she sees anything on the inside of my cloak.
The inside of the hood of your cloak?
Wherever the symbol would be.
That's
There's
on
no.
the top.
So you don't need to look for like a symbol. You would just see as you approached. If you had the same cloak, it would give that mauve sheen, that arcane sheen to it, and it does not have that.
Oh. I turn to the group and I say, I agree with Kaim, I think we should continue on, but I would love to do it at a cautious pace. I'd love to try and hide and be as stealthy as possible as we move forward, because we don't know where we are, we don't know what kind of creatures live here, we don't know what we're getting into, and clearly this land is void of light, and it's very strange to us.
I had asked DM earlier if I saw any signs of human activity. I rolled an 18, but got distracted with other questions.
Sorry. Yes, you see wagon wheels. This road that you're on seems to be pretty well traveled.
Okay.
You also see a lot of very large wolf prints.
Oh, jeez. Okay. We've had some dealings with large wolves before. Tells me we're not going to meet another set of god wolves. Be on your guard.
So, you guys are
So
going
are we
to start
are we-
heading towards
are we moving,
the gates.
Yes.
Are we moving stealthily?
Are you going to
Just to be
stay on the
safe.
road, or are you going to travel through the wilderness?
I say,
I would. Oh, I was gonna say I'd like to stay near the road, not necessarily on the middle of it, because I assume the road is clear. I'd like to stay like on the edge where we have places to hide in case we see something. If you all, if you guys are good with that.
So a few hours pass, and you start to get closer, and you realize why you could see this gate as you get closer. The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses, looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
Do they see us?
And you should all be able to see that now.
The gates of Barovia.
and the gates are open.
Oh, I can't. Click
As
it.
you approach, the gates magically seem to swing open.
Do I recognize this stonework at all?
Go
it
ahead
something
and
I'm
make
familiar
a
with?
investigation check for me with advantage.
Keegan, you can click on that and expand it.
Yeah. You said investigation?
Yep,
What the hell's investigation?
and you get advantage
Investigation.
on that.
This artwork is beautiful.
I should also get a +2 for to my proficiency as well to that for
Yep.
history check.
So with an 18, you've seen this kind of stonework before. It's not something that is common in the time that you remember. Like, this is like something that is probably about 300 years old in its making.
But it's not. There's nothing special or that stands out about it that I should be either leery or excited about.
They don't seem to be. I mean,
Yeah, it's just 50-50 of like they're stone things.
nothing. Like, are you touching them?
Yeah, I would go up and
Okay. Yeah,
Get
I
as
mean,
close as I
you're
can
not
to
you're not getting any
investigate.
like arcane zaps or anything like that when
Okay.
you touch it or anything like that.
Are they human faces?
Okay.
However, they did magically open.
They look to be.
Yeah,
Well, you can't trust
they
the
appear
pictures.
to be human faces as far as you can.
Okay.
I say we walk through the gates at this point, and again, I want to be as stealthy as possible, just because we don't know what's coming out.
Slightly ominous, eh? Look at these things. Quite beautiful, even without their heads.
Yes.
I guess we're headed in the right direction.
Very good. Very fair.
As you pass through, the gates close behind you
Where's the fog?
Oh shit!
with a foreboding clang as they close.
Where's the fog?
And as they close, the mist engulfs the gate.
Does it stop at the gates, or is it still
It
around
stops
us
at
too?
the gate. So
Okay.
you now get the very foreboding sense that you're not leaving. At least not that way.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are
We have arrived through the door of where we are supposed to be.
I turn to Kosef and go, "Is this Saren Ray's gates, perchance?"
This is definitely not Saren Ray.
Well, damn.
Can I investigate the room that we just entered and see if there's any like doors or any other hallways that we might be able to look through?
Room? You walk through.
Oh,
gates,
right.
but
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. We're still out in the forest.
there's just a forest on the other side. Towering trees whose tops are lost in the heavy gray mist. They block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream.
I am very, very uncomfortable.
Yep.
This is not a forest of life. This is not a forest of beauty. In its own way, it can be.
Begins to rain lightly. Not enough to bother
move.
you, but the slight drizzle to just enough to make it uncomfortable. Slightly. And from beyond the gate, also, you start to hear those howls you were hearing getting closer.
Prepare yourselves. I'm gonna. Hold on.
I mean, they're still a ways off, but you hear them louder, as if that was their job, was to push you.
Do we know? Do I have any sense of how far they are?
There's a good amount of them, and they sound like they're probably half a mile away
in
in
front.
the woods. Behind. Like
Behind.
you get the sense they were pushing you the direction you're going. Like,
Okay.
and once you got through the gates, that's where they kind of hang out.
Okay.
Like they guard the gates.
I'm just gonna.
However, the gates are just gates, and they can. It's not like there's a wall or anything that would prevent them from running through the woods.
If I'm not mistaken, based off of what you described, there's not traversal through these woods. It's
It's the path.
You can go through the woods if you want, but they are not inviting, and they're dense. You're not going to see things coming.
okay. Yeah, never mind.
As I say, we stay on the edge. That way, if something does come, we have the ability to at least use them as cover.
We should
R-
probably keep moving too.
Yes.
Agreed. Let's move.
Onward, my brothers and sisters, and I guess that's it. I was going to say, and Dungeon Master, but he's not there.
And my horse.
and Kosev's horse, that through the magic of his god has shown up. We still don't know where our horses are. I turn around as we're moving to the next point or to the next area, and I just kind of pose the question to the group or to Welly. Any idea of what happened to the horses? Because you were the only one who was awake during all this. Did you hear anything? Did you see anything?
The only thing I saw was the mist just encroach so quickly. It was like it was coming for us. It wasn't a normal mist just rolling in. This was planned.
I don't like that one bit.
I don't either. I don't know why I went to that accent. That's because I followed Bertrand. Oh, Dad? Dad, is that you?
We press on.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we
we
continue
press on.
onward. We're going.
For the love of God, we press on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So as you guys begin,
Again, the whole time we do this, I want to be cautious about moving forward, just to be safe. That if something sneaks up on us,
as you guys begin your trek, suddenly you hear wolves from the woods start. You hear rustling and wolves emerge, and they are going to. We're gonna roll initiative while I set up.
All right.
Well, I need a token first, right?
Dad?
Can you
Should
not
be
see
there.
yourself? Damn it.
Yeah,
I
I'd
see.
say I can
I
see.
see.
That's like,
I see.
To roll
nothing.
initiative, by the way, Diane, if you click on your token, there's a button then in the top left. That way it shows up in initiative order. Do we have? So here's a question, because again, I was trying to be as stealthy as I could. Would we have advantage? Like, would we have seen them coming up on us, or would we have?
That was awful.
Oh yeah. Oh buddy.
it's still going to depend on the initiative here, but this is just a random encounter, so. Tokens. Sorry, guys. Give me just 1 second here.
Joseph is going last.
Yeah.
He's only the protector.
Yep. It makes you feel better. I actually rolled. For the first time in my life, I think I've rolled better than you.
Yeah.
I just want to put out, you've already gotten a natural 20. I've gotten a natural 1. So.
True.
Did my roll show up? I don't even know.
Yes.
You rolled 18 plus 2, so you got 20. You're the first
Oh, yeah.
one to go.
Yeah, you're
dear.
Yeah.
leading the pack.
She's like, well.
The leader of the pack. Vroom, vroom. Oh, sorry. It's a song. And there's a pack of whatever.
Okay.
Are they hungry wolves at least?
Oh.
It
So
depends on the Durand that they
hungry
are.
like the wolf.
Isn't there a band called the Wolves at the Gate? I feel like that just happened.
So these wolves are intent on attacking us, for sure.
It seems like they are. They look hungry, and you hear more than you see at the moment.
Shout out to my buddy Nick Deddy from Wolves at the Gate.
Yeah, dude's awesome. I've worked with that man a couple times.
I believe. Actually, yeah. You only see 2 at the moment, and you hear more behind them. So yeah. So in combat here,
I beat one of the wolves.
what would you?
I was like,
like
I don't see the initiative order.
DM, I would need you to roll initiative for me.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. All right.
Good old Welly over there. Cindo Welly, can't roll for herself, Felly.
Oh,
I don't know where I was going with that. Ooh, Welly goes first.
Yep. Okay.
From worst to first. Well, good luck.
All right. So yeah, these wolves
Hide in my beard!
have very low initiative. So, Willie, you see 2 come ahead of the pack and come out. What do you want to do?
well,
They both look like they're in range.
yeah, I 100% want to hit them with. I want to hit this one. Come on. I'm gonna hit this one right here that I'm pointing to. I'm gonna hit that one with my crossbow. Right.
Okay.
Are we sure that we want
do
to
this?
do that as a group?
Yeah. I was gonna say, do we want to engage, or do we want to? How do we want to? I mean, if Welly's going, Welly's going.
I feel the wolves have engaged us.
Yeah. So.
Agreed. All right, Willie. So
19.
you get a 19. That definitely hits. Damage is a 6. So you hit one of them as they come out immediately. Oh, sorry. Which one were you going for?
This one.
That one? Okay. And it takes 6 points of damage, piercing damage. So you see it kind of yelp as it takes a shot and sort of falls back a little bit, and then just turns and growls at you.
Alrighty.
Is
That's
your
my
turn?
turn.
or-
Yep.
Okay. All right, Vale, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm unsure of how to do this, so.
Well, just tell me what you want to do, and I can help you.
Okay, well, I want to. Has the second wolf shown up yet? Then, do we see both of them?
You should be able to see 2 of them. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That one, and yep, that one.
Okay, the second wolf, the one that Welly didn't hit, I would like to aim for that one with my longbow.
Okay. Shit. Let me fix this real quick.
So what you do then is you click the longbow in your inventory.
In your attacks and spell casting.
Yeah, attacks and
In the
spell casting.
middle-
Just click on that, and
In
it'll
the
it'll
middle
roll
of the
for you.
page.
Okay.
9.
Okay. So that's a 9 to hit. That's a miss on
Oh
that.
shoot. Okay.
Apparently, I'm a terrible shot.
You have in your abilities the option to use a bonus action
Okay.
and your movement. So it's up to you. If you want, you could move up and use your bonus action to do a patient defense. So you'll be in range for a close-up attack or whatever you want to do.
No, I don't want to get close if I don't have to just yet.
Okay. I believe you can also use that other thing you can do as a bonus action.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. See if
Okay.
that helps anything.
All right.
Nope. That was
Okay,
terrible.
so that's a 14. That 14 hits.
Oh.
So, you watch as your new companion monk fires a arrow and misses the wolf, and then in frustration makes this gesture, this form of martial arts, where her hands begin to glow. This radiant sunlight starts to emanate from her hands, and suddenly a bolt of radiant sun shoots out of her hands. And
Oh, were
goes
you doing like
directly
Dragon Ball Z style?
to and hits the wolf, dealing 6 points of radiant damage. So the searing bolt shoots out of her hands and hits this wolf, and you see it burn and yelp in pain.
That was a cool effect.
Sun hands.
All right, so
Upgraded ability from Jazz Hands.
so you still have your
Yeah.
It's actually upgraded
this.
from banana hands.
Banana
but, you
hands.
know. Sorry.
That's awesome.
Is that it for you? Are you saying?
Yes.
You can back
All right,
away
so-
too. You still got movement if you want to.
Oh.
Yeah, you still have your movement. You have 40 feet you can take, or you can take. You don't have to take all of it.
I feel like, as a person who understands animals pretty well, that with wolves we should probably make ourselves appear more dangerous than we are at the moment, all grouped together. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should spread out myself just a little bit. I don't know how to move.
You can just click on your token and either using the mouse, drag and drop it, or you can use the arrow keys to move around.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that was, you have 35 feet left.
Well, I'm not going to move too far away, but
Okay.
just
Alright.
give us a more
So-
spread out feeling.
Okay.
How do I get out of this? There we go. Okay.
All right. So that's your turn.
Yes.
That was all of us
Time,
last
you're up.
session.
I'm gonna look right at Torbjorn and whip my loot out and.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Right. My loot out. And I'm just gonna be like, these wolves are not friendly.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Please
Muted.
don't let them.
You muted.
Aw.
Here we go.
There we go.
Try that again. Take 2.
Try it again.
Yeah.
Am I alive?
Yeah.
Yes. Now you are.
Okay. Yeah.
Take 2.
So
I'm gonna start
yeah,
dancing as this happens.
Go ahead and I'm gonna pull out the loot and just it's happening. I look right at Torbjorn and I'm like, these wolves are not friendly. Wolves fast. Please don't let them kill me. Now go kick their ass.
Nice.
Hey!
Bardic inspiration to you, and then I'm gonna. That's my bonus action, and then for my main action, I'm gonna take aim at. I don't know why it's not giving me the bubble, the top wolf there, and I'm gonna
Okay.
do a short bow.
Ooh.
Stupid question. Ooh, nice.
Okay. So that
Bardic
definitely
inspiration.
hits. You get a D4
4.
I think it's D4,
to
right?
add
So
to
you get
your.
a D4 to add to
checks.
any check, not damage, but any
Okay.
of your checks.
So it's not attack roll, but it's a check.
Correct.
Got it. Cool.
So-
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, short bow, 22 to hit. Is that? I hope that
It
hits.
does.
Okay.
That's gotta hit.
And 7
So
piercing
14.
damage.
Okay. So your arrow strikes true, and the wolf goes down.
Oh, dope.
Which one?
The
Top
one I'm marking there.
Top one.
Okay,
Cool.
gotcha.
I've got like a cool fog over everything.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a cool effect.
That's
And Ara,
those effects are new this week.
It's your go.
Okay, so I'm gonna move first because I don't want to hit Kosef there in the back with any of my bow.
Thank you.
Twould be bad.
Twould be.
You can take it.
Yeah. Kosef just turns around and goes, "Hit me!"
I'm 20 feet right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go here. So I'm gonna go right. Cha. Okay. And next thing I'm gonna do. So that's my movement. I'm gonna actually use my bow to shoot at that dude. So small bow, where's you? Okay. Did it do anything? No? Short bow? No?
No, I didn't get any.
Why aren't you
roll.
doing anything? Wanting to
What,
edit the name of it. Trying
Oh,
to
don't-
figure out.
Are you clicking on the item, or are you clicking on it in your attacks and spellcasting?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just clicking on the item, but it was working before. Oh, there we go. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, and I
Oof.
suck again.
Man, I'm glad you moved.
Okay, so yeah, so your arrow goes wide and misses. The wolf growls at you in response.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to do this. Is that selected? Why is that not showing up? Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out.
No worries.
Why it's not showing up as far as... There we go. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Did that show up?
It did.
Yep.
Oh, it
Yep.
sucked again.
So
Well-
wait. So which one were you casting at?
You have to.
Well, there was only one that's still
Oh,
alive.
Yeah.
Right. My bad.
There's only the one down here.
And it needs to make a Dex saving throw, correct?
Yep. It has to be a DC 13.
I think.
And it doesn't make it.
And yay.
So it takes the 1 point
One.
of radiant.
Yay, guys!
1 point, yay! Whee! You're so powerful.
It's like you dumped your pipe on its nose.
And so is that end your turn?
Yeah, other than being in a defensive position and with my cloak on, that's it.
Okay. All right. So Torb, you're up.
Torbjorn runs his little happy ass. I believe that's 25. Yes, that's 25. Wait, no, hold on. Let me math here real
Just be
quick.
careful, I'm a terrible aim.
Oh, I know. Right there. That's where I want to go. Okay, sorry. No, I don't want to draw. I want to move. Move, please. This is hard to do and I can't see the screen, by the way. I go there, and I'm going to hit
Okay.
this motherfucker and go, die, wolf, die! Throw it back to our
Kermit's
boys.
back. Guys.
Guess who's back.
It must just be a battle rage thing.
Silver light, back. Yeah.
They get so full
And-
of
23
adrenaline.
hits.
23 hits.
Roll damage.
And damage.
9 slashing.
9
Okay,
slashing
so you
damage.
take that wolf down. And it is dead. Anything else you want to
I wanna use my bonus action to dash
do? Okay.
this direction.
Well, you still have movement. You don't need to dash yet. You have
No,
movement.
don't. I only have 25.
Oh, okay.
I moved 25 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I need to dash.
So you want to dash
I'm
another
gonna
25?
Go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
and just see if I see anything.
I do not see you anymore. You are
No,
gone.
I don't see you either.
Yeah, you won't. You wouldn't see him.
Oh,
gosh.
Yeah,
So-
that's why I dashed.
Keegan, do you see these guys or no?
Did he just Leroy Jenkins us?
I think he did.
I see
LeBron
nothing.
James.
I just see the 2 original ones still.
Let me see if I can.
Defensive stance.
I can't defensive stance though, because I used my bonus action to dash.
Kobe.
So I'm just standing out here out in the open. So
Why can't you
Remember,
see them?
my AC's 20. My AC's 22. So I'm not too too.
You
nervous.
forgot a leg. Actually, 2.
I cooked the leg. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. All I see is the 2 original ones that are dead.
Give me a second.
Here's a stupid question.
Yeah. That
Can I
fog of
yell
war
back
is-
to them if I see anything? Would they be able to hear me from here? Or is mine too far away?
They're right in fucking front of you. So that's why I'm trying to figure out why you
Okay.
can't see them.
No, I'm talking about the players. If I
Oh,
turn around and yell back their direction, because I'm.
yeah, you should be able to see them. Give me a second
I was
here.
saying,
I'm
not
gonna
that
make
far
it.
away.
You're only 65 feet from us. If you can't,
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not that.
If you
yeah.
can't yell that,
Yell that
far,
loud. Oh. God knows I can yell.
So can you see them now?
I see nothing.
my map just extended a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see him, but it did expand a bit.
Well, you guys probably won't be able to see him. You shouldn't be able to see him because you're not in the range. It should only be me who sees him.
Do you want to go to break?
Yeah, let's cut to break and work out these technical issues.
Cool. And that way Cody can roll for her turn next time
Yeah.
as well. So we're called there. We're going to take a short break here, guys. We'll be back afterwards. So, yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Everybody take a drink.
And welcome back, everybody. We fixed all the technical issues. Sorry we took a little bit longer break there because we had to reconnect and get that all figured out. But I think we fixed everything. Also, for those of you watching on the stream, when David said, "Do you see more wolves?" I now see more wolves. So let's get back into it. I was actually turning around to yell to the other people that I see 5 more wolves next to me.
And now you're gonna die.
And now I'm gonna die. First death goes to Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
But yeah.
We barely knew you.
Yeah. Amen.
The dwarf goes fast.
Just throw some lava at them.
The chat says I too. The chat says I too see more wolves.
Says
So-
the sun hands.
Waiting for them to be like, "You're fucked."
Where we left off, it was. The
I just
wolves'
finished my turn. Yep.
So
The wolves aren't showing up in the initiative order, so as long as you've got it, David, we're good. You just need to let us know because we can't see
Oh, what the hell?
that. Hey, as long as you just tell us.
But no, we
We're
fixed all of the technical issues.
Yeah. Yes, we fixed all the technical.
Well, they
issues.
were.
Well, it's probably
between
'cause-
you and Kosov, because they were on a. 4.
Yes, which makes sense because there's a 12-point gap there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do we need
I
to
know-
rewind a bit, like, or are we just leaving Torby like surrounded by 5 wolves?
Nope, I'm
Yeah,
staying here.
we're
I
gonna
made
do
that.
those.
I
So
made that
they're
move for a
surrounded
reason.
because it's their turn, and they.
Okay.
Yeah,
They weren't.
I did. I did that knowing that there's a risk, so there's no rewinding. I would do the exact same thing.
He's quick.
I get his
Sorry.
whiskey.
Yeah, I would.
Remember, Torby, that I gave you, if you know what I'm saying.
So it's going to
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
roll bite at
Hey, guess what? That
advantage.
doesn't hit.
We're all gonna die.
So 14 for you. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
And then
Yeah, don't worry about Torby.
Yeah, I was gonna say Torby's good. I did that for a reason.
advantage. That's a hit. Oh wait, no, 22. 20 is the
Yeah, that's a miss.
the miss. So
I told you I'm
the third
fine.
one is going to also miss.
Miss.
Okay,
Boom!
3
Yeah.
snap
Fucking-
miss. The other
Every
2
time they snap,
take their movement
Otherwise, but-
and are
I was gonna. Say,
pushing past you.
every time they snap at me and they come at me, I just take my hands and just shut their mouths shut as they come at me and just go, "No,
Come in, fool.
bad dog."
Okay, Kosov, you're up.
Yay. All right. Well, I believe I am
Oh, somebody's moving.
the perfect
by
distance
Go beat the.
from this wolf here.
You are now on top of the wolf.
Yeah, so we'll go there and attack this wolf here.
Okay.
We'll just do a longsword attack. And is it going? Come on, longsword.
Okay,
There
you
he
go.
goes. Boom!
Oh, look at that
25 to hit.
roll.
That is definitely
Everybody
hits.
else?
Go ahead and roll damage.
10 slashing damage.
10 slashing.
Nice.
So you.
I
What's the matter, Keegan?
was gonna say turn back to Coast and go fuck him up.
So you slash at this wolf, and it's you basically run it through. It's not dead per se, but it's severely wounded and looks
It's getting better.
not gonna last very
It's a
much.
flesh wound.
Okay. Is that your turn, or you want to take your bonus action?
See, I think that was 25, right? I will stay where I am. I don't feel I have any bonus actions I would like to do here. These are just wolves. I don't want to waste anything. So yeah, I'll just post up right there.
Okay. All right. So that takes us back to the top, and you're up.
All right, so let's see. I'm gonna move right here and kind of get out of, yeah, right there. I'm gonna move right over Char, so I'm out of their way, and I'm going to shoot this one with my hand a crossbow.
Okay.
Oh, that's a hit.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Definitely hits. And roll
get this-
damage.
Let's get this damage.
I go back to like,
Yeah.
fuck him up!
Nice.
Piercing. Which one was it?
It was that one.
That one? Okay.
The puppy.
It barked at us.
I'm upsetting its kin.
It yelped as it got hit, and it's looking pretty rough.
Man, Dave,
All
those are
right.
some great sound effects you got going on
Yeah.
there.
I get a bonus action, but I don't believe I have anything I want to do.
Okay.
So that'll be my turn.
Okay. Vale, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move up closer.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
So each hexagon is 5 feet.
Okay, can I move that far then?
Yep.
I guess. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good on that.
And then I'm gonna attack this one right here. That's right in front of me. I don't know how to hang it or whatever.
If you press and hold, it'll.
Yeah, that one.
Like
Is that the one? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
I went to attack that one. Calm down a little bit from my last miss, and I'm gonna try my longbow again.
Okay.
See what happens.
Okay, that's a hit. So go ahead and click on the longbow to roll the damage. In the chat, just click longbow and it'll roll what the damage.
Click on it again.
So in the
chat
chat,
column.
you'll see you see where your roll is. Just click on longbow at the bottom, right above your name, and it'll roll the damage.
Oh, I didn't even know this was here.
Yep. That's how you follow everything. So then literally just click longbow inside the chat and it'll roll damage for you.
There we go. I found it.
Yeah.
So 6 points
Boom!
of piercing. That takes down the wolf. So with
Down or dead?
arrow, you hear it yelp one more time, and it falls to the ground dead.
Sapphire.
Fuck him up, Vale!
So you still have bonus action, and you can take the rest of your movement.
Okay, so this one is dead.
Let me mark it.
So I can move a little bit. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll move. Okay. Oh, I can fire again at this. Fire a second shot at this wolf right here, right?
So I don't. You can use your ability as a bonus action, or I don't think you can fire another arrow. Bonus
Okay.
action.
Then I won't do anything at this point.
Okay. You can, if you want. You can, since you still had your bonus action, you can use it to take a patient defense.
Okay. Let's do that.
All right. All right. So that is Vale's turn, and Kaim, you're up.
Time, get your ass up here.
You don't have to put the bard into danger.
Listen here, boy. You put your tubby butt up there front. I'm gonna keep me back here. I'm comfy. I'm gonna move 1 to 20 feet to here. Come on, token. Actually, I'm gonna take my full movement 30 there, and I'm gonna aim at the wolf that Kosef is sitting in front of, and fire off with a short bow.
Get it?
Was that advantage? Oh, natural 20. Doesn't matter.
LeBron James.
Labard.
All right.
LeBard.
Roll damage.
Woo!
Woohoo!
9 + 5.
That did it.
Hey, that shit's
So
dead.
14
There's no
points
way.
of damage, doubled because you criticaled. The one in front of Kosef. was the one you were
Mutilate that
going
shit.
for? Is
So
that what you said?
The 9 would be. I'm very confused here. So
The one in front of Kosef, yeah, is who he shot.
yeah, the one in front of Kosa.
This one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so it only had 1 hit point, so it died.
Overkill.
You fucking Zorro'd that shit. You're like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr." Even though you didn't have a sword.
You should have saved that natural 20, buddy.
Yeah.
Use it later.
Yeah, Bertrand. God.
Get that 20 for a rainy day.
Yeah.
That's the end of my
Anything
turn.
else you want to do before? Okay. So that brings us to Ara.
So I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna move right there. That's 30 feet, right? Cha-cha!
was very
Okay.
musical.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my short bow again on the one that's directly in front of me there. So what, 10, 5 to 10 feet away? I'm gonna use short bow. And
14, that hits. Roll damage.
definitely, yep.
Nice.
8
Nice.
points of damage. All right, so you hit it in a pretty severe spot, and it looks like it's bleeding thoroughly and in bad shape.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm gonna.
And you're okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, queen.
What do you want to do?
Let's see here. I'm gonna do Sacred Flame, and I suck
Oh,
again.
please don't hit me.
Oh, it sucked
Oh.
again.
So is Sacred Flame? I don't remember. Sacred Flame a point, right? It's a direct, so it won't hit me.
Yeah,
or
it won't.
will
It shouldn't hit you.
Okay.
Yeah,
just double
it's
check here.
It's not a cone or anything. It's
Yeah.
it's a
no, it has to make a dex save.
cool. And
What's your spell DC?
You had to beat
13, so
13.
it's saved.
So it saves. So it takes
Yeah.
half
Which is one.
of
Yeah.
2.
Which
so
is
it takes
one.
1.
And defensive stance and Kobe.
Oh, so
sorry.
you took your bonus action, so that's it.
Yeah, you can't defensive stance if you use your spell because
Oh,
it's your
right,
bonus
right.
action.
Do you have any movement?
Because they're the same thing.
I got like 5 feet, but I'm good right there.
No, I would call you over to me. Stand closer to me.
But
you
I
can
can't
break-
stand
you
so
can break-
close to you.
All right, Sting. Come on.
You're being flanked by. Oh, sorry. Are you done, Nate? Taking-
Yeah, I'm done. We're pretty close, but yeah.
I need you in 5 feet of me, but go ahead. You're fine.
Yeah. So my question to you, DM, is: can I theoretically do a swipe and hit all 3 with like a whoonk, or is it a 1 per? Because they're all within 5 feet. So can I like and I'll do it at disadvantage if you want me to.
You would have to. I have to look at yours. Do you have that ability as a weapon?
That'd be cleave, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I'm just asking. This is player not knowing what he can do.
Yeah, it would be
This
in
is
your.
player asking
It'd
DM,
be
not
your.
knowing.
It'd be an actual like feat you would have.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah,
be
it's-
cleave is the name of it. Or if I
It doesn't
remember
look like you have that.
Cool.
But you can make. You can use your bonus action
What?
and spend
Yep, I know.
and attack again. I believe because don't you have?
Yeah, I have action. I have action surge.
Yeah. So you could do that if. you
So
want.
first things first, I'm gonna attack this bad boy right here.
Okay.
So I gotta scroll back up and go Silverlight. 16
Okay. 16 to hit hits. Roll damage.
and damage.
9
9.
slashing. All right. Your Silverlight weapon strikes true and deep and severely wounds the wolf in front.
Um,
It looks in real bad shape. So two of them look, the two on both sides of you that have been like breaking their teeth on your armor, are looking really rough, and then there's one that's untouched in front of you.
Hey, Kosif.
Yes.
I yelled to Kosif. If I put you in position, you want to hit somebody?
Wait, what?
Yeah. If I move you, you want to hit somebody? Here, let me
got my
explain
sword
to you.
out.
That.
I want to hit
That right there.
somebody.
Keep
If
in
I,
mind,
if I do
in
that,
the initiative order, but the wolves go after you do, and before
Yeah.
Kosef.
yes.
All right, so you can move me. So you can move me closer, but it doesn't change my initiative, right?
Huh?
Correct. So when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, and you expend one superiority die to maneuver one of your comrades in a more advantageous position, you can add superiority die to the attack damage roll and choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you. The creature can use its reaction to move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity for attacks. So what's your movement? 30?
So
Okay.
you wanna
you can
use that to
15
get
then.
Kosef up and give you.
I'm going to use that to get Kosef closer, so I'm going to spend a superiority die, and I'm going to roll it now for... Or do you want me to roll it when he does damage, if he does damage?
Okay.
Okay.
So do you want me to roll now, or do you want me to wait till he attacks?
Why don't you wait till he attacks? That way.
Okay,
Is this where you'd put me?
that's what I was thinking. You move wherever the hell you want.
I think this would
I
make
just-
sense right here.
I have the power to move you. Yes, I agree.
Okay.
And then I still don't attack until my turn, though. Right.
Correct.
Correct. So
That
is that it for you?
That's, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The wolves
That'd
are
be my
going to
bonus
go.
action.
Let's see. So one is going to bite at you, Kosef, the one in front of you,
Uh-oh.
and
Oh. Oh, God. Okay.
Which one?
that is a 16 to hit, which I believe is a miss for you.
That's correct.
Okay. And then the one in front of you, Keegan, is going to bite at you, and he gets advantage.
Well, I'm going to use protection, fighting style protection.
Okay.
So let me see if I can throw that out there for you guys. But when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of me, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Cool. Well, either way, he didn't hit me, so...
I was gonna say, so that would
Okay.
Would've been
So it'd be a
6.
straight roll instead, so they lose advantage.
They fired away though,
Uh,
but they didn't hit you with their best shot.
so.
so that's a natural one. It misses completely. And then the last one completely misses you as well. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That is the wolves. And
Kosef's
Kosef,
turn.
you're up.
I'll just attack the one right in front of me.
Okay.
Do it. No.
Oh,
It's a 12. That hits.
that does it.
Oh, hey!
Really?
That was
There
close.
is-
Probably
Season
just
11.
barely. No.
Hey, I know I
Roll
hit
that
this.
damage. Roll that
There it is.
damage. Roll that roll. Ooh! Wow. Fuck it up.
12 point. Okay, so you
Slash.
completely destroy the one. It was the one in front of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you completely destroy him.
We don't just kill him. We mutilate these wolves.
Can I completely take off his leg in that swing so that Torbjorn can collect it easily?
You read my mind. You read my mind.
Okay, so you got another. You have your bonus action and movement.
All right. Well, I don't see a reason to. Let's see. The one right in front of me is dead now, right?
Correct. Yeah, let
Yeah.
me mark it as such.
All right. So what if
Then
I
one
move
to-
just behind Torbjorn here,
Okay.
and then that will keep me in front
Yep.
of these two. And for bonus action, I don't really have any bonuses I want to take here, so
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and call that my turn.
Well, you're up.
All right. I think I'm gonna move right there. Split out, and I'm gonna hit
Ooh.
this one with my crossbow.
Fuck 'em up!
Very good.
Every time I say that.
Oh,
hey! It hit.
All right.
These rolls look bad until we get those modifiers on them.
Yeah.
So roll
Yep.
damage.
Hey,
It's a
Oh.
piercing. Which
Not
one
bad.
was it?
this one right here.
That one. Okay, so that one goes down.
Thud.
Do you taunt it as it goes down? You go, nee, 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 nee.
Yahoo!
And
Oh wait.
is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn. Sorry.
No worries. All right, Vale, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move. I guess
Okay.
right here. Can I move it far? Can I move
Sure.
close all the
You
way?
can, if
the
you
wolf?
hold Q while you move, you can see how far you go. You have, I believe, 45 feet, so that you can.
Oh dear. Okay, this
So
this turn order thing is in the way. Okay, there we go. So I can move. I could move right here.
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, and then I'm going to attack with my hand axe.
Okay.
Oh,
Attack
wait,
its
no.
leg.
Wait, can I? Actually, I'm gonna do. No, that's kind of stupid. Never mind. Hand axe it is.
Is it? It's an advantage too because she's flanking it, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
she
Terrible.
has advantage. That's 15, and that hits. So
Oh.
go ahead and roll damage,
No damage.
Nice.
and 5 points of
5.
slashing. So
So when you
get behind it, and as you swing at it, your axe strikes true, and you feel like you did some pretty bad damage to it.
yeah, fuck 'em up.
And do you want to follow up with an unarmed strike
rally
as a
cry.
bonus action?
Can I do that?
Oh,
You can.
yeah, punch it.
Okay.
That is your
Yeah.
Punch it.
ability as a monk.
That is what makes
Alright.
Punch it.
you badass.
Well, that's what I wasn't gonna do before because I was like, I want to do hand-to-hand combat with a wolf.
I don't know, you gotta be Liam
Punch it.
Neeson right there. Punch
Yeah.
that wolf.
I will
right.
Punch
find
it.
you, and I
Right in
will
the
kill
face.
you.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's more of a
So
Jason
yes,
Statham
definitely
move.
hit. Go ahead and roll damage,
Okay.
and 4 points of radiant damage. So
Wow.
as you hit it, you begin to you see like the remnants of fire sort of like come out of your hands, sort of burn and do a little bit of extra damage, and it's looking really rough right now. So that's your action, bonus action. Do you want to move? And you moved. I think that's it for you. Kaim, you're up.
Okay. I have. Do I have a line of sight here over dead bodies?
You do.
Okay. I just want to make sure. All right. I'm gonna pull out my bow. I'm gonna take one last shot.
Okay.
As he does this, I turn to him and go, "How's the weather over there?"
It's good, baby. It's real good. By the way, you got a mushroom stamp on your forehead.
I stare back as he shoots his bow right over my head.
Oh
no!
You focus so hard.
I'm
on his
laughing at my
forehead.
own joke. So much I miss. And I'm holding my ground. I'm staying there.
Okay.
Hey, if you came closer, you might be able to actually hit
How many
something.
bonus actions you want to take?
Nothing that I can really do.
This guy's gonna be dead in a minute anyway.
That's it. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
Unless another
Okay.
fucking
I'm
giant
gonna
wolves come
move
out somewhere.
the 15 feet right to Cha. So I'm flanking. And
I'm a dumbass. I forgot I had that from leveling up.
I am gonna use well, which Warhammer? Huh? Why do I have
Just
two
smack it.
Warhammer things? I'm really confused there.
Did you?
One is one-handed and one is attacks with two hands. I believe.
I can't tell which one's which though. That's the only problem. Oh, there we go. One hand, two hand. I'm gonna use my two hand.
Two
Ooh.
hands.
Going in two-handed.
Oh,
I thought it was a natural 20 for a second. I thought it was a
It
20.
like wobbled.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's why I like. That's why I like the 3D dice because you actually see the roll.
What the hell? Really?
You do 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Torbjorn
It's looking
goes,
really bad,
you smacked it.
You
with
got some wet noodles over there.
Of that axe.
but it's still standing.
Of that
Okay,
hammer.
well, I'm gonna try to see what this sacred flame thing does now.
Oh,
Oh, it's a little bit better.
Keegan, did you already use my inspiration?
Right. It doesn't even
No.
matter
I didn't need it yet.
because it's going to. It's dead. That,
Oh, wow.
It doesn't even if it saves, it only has 1 point. So.
Oh, okay, it's toast.
It's dead.
So that is
Bye-bye.
the end of that encounter.
I go over to the wolf that good old Kosef sliced the leg off, and I go, "This is mine," and stick it in my bag.
Is there was there anything about these wolves that seemed different from the wolves from?
I was gonna say I would mind taking a closer look at them.
Okay.
Okay,
They
sure,
don't
fine.
seem to be
magic wolves.
right. There's nothing. They seem like normal, just very hungry.
Are there? I guess I have a more of a DM question in the situation. So, the colors in the room or in this world, like when we look at each other, do we still see each other with like that full color saturation, or is everything in
Like-
this world?
It's like a filter.
Okay,
like,
so it's
think
doesn't
about
matter
how-
what we're looking at.
Right. Hmm.
Okay, all right.
Can I harvest
So-
wolf pelts?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, get them wolf. Get those wolf pelts. I steal wolf legs, so
And while you do, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
21.
21.
Okay. So as you start to harvest the wolves for pelts, you catch a sense of death on the air. That's old death. Like something's been dead for a little bit.
Hey guys, I'm smelling something different.
It's just Toby. Don't worry about it.
I stiff my armpit and go, "Yep, that's me."
No, but now that you mention it, Vale, there's something different in the air.
I'd say with a 21, you can ascertain it's about 15 feet from the road, and you can kind of trace it back to an underbrush.
Is it love? Love is in there, right?
I'm going to place my hand on Kosef's shoulder.
I think we broke him. You put your hand on Kosef's
I'm
shoulder.
just frozen in disbelief right now. Sorry. Like,
You just see
Me.
you just see Kime just like the fuck.
I put my hand on Kosef's shoulder and I look over at Latrine and I'm like, please, girl. And I whisper a song into Kosef's ear of just bravery and send him off and say, check this out for us, mate. And give him bardic inspiration.
Bardic.
And Keegan, you still probably have
I was gonna
I
say
think
how long does that last?
10 minutes. So
Okay.
you probably still have, what, 8 minutes, DM, you think, on his?
Yeah, easily.
Cool.
Okay.
I will. If Vale is indicating where this is coming from, I will take that inspiration and head towards it.
Yeah, it's about 15 feet off the side of the road.
Okay, I'll head that direction if
before-
anybody wants to back me up.
I will go with
Before I-
Kosiv because I can also investigate with him.
Okay.
While this is all going on, I harvest wolf meat and just kind of
Priorities.
take some stuff with me.
Okay, one of the two of you roll investigation for me at advantage.
I'm gonna suggest it's you.
All right, let's do this.
Woo! 24. Okay. The foul scent leads you to a human corpse half buried in the underbrush about 15 feet from the road. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by the paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for several days, and he holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
I'll reach down and take the envelope and see the contents, and then over my shoulder call back. It's a dead man.
We found the snail.
So you all should be able to see the letter now.
I'll bring it over to share.
Okay. It says,
And I'll hold it up and just read it out. Hail thee of might and valor. I, Burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina
Koliana.
Koliana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. Vampire? I just shake my head. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kolian Indrovic, Burgomaster. Well, Kosiv, you're the holiest man I know. I think that you've got this in hand. I hand him the letter back.
Welly, your investigation, your keen investigative mind, ascertains from the wounds and placement that he died a few days ago. He was killed by wolves, and he was sent from his estate by Kolian Indirovich to post that on the gate, and he didn't quite make it.
To put it on the gates we just passed through?
Correct.
Those are now surrounded by mist, right?
Yep.
Would I have any
It was-
knowledge of vampire?
Same.
Roll
I was wondering
I-
too.
intelligence.
Like, yeah. Like, would I even know what the hell that is?
While they're doing this, I pull out my shovel and start digging a shallow grave for this body to give it a final resting spot.
It's an honorable thing.
Kaim, you know the word vampire bad, but even you don't know much about it. That's it. That's all you got. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and
And you said
make an
intelligence?
please.
Ugh.
Well,
Is that a save,
hit
though?
that's the save. Hit the
Oh,
actual
sorry.
attribute.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, wrong one.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Nope. Natural.
Still, oh.
You also know vampires are bad. That's about it.
We're so
Vampire
smart.
bad, but you know, nothing.
They
about
have teeth.
They sparkle, maybe?
Vale at the top of your page too. I think advantage may be on your character sheet. Advantage might be clicked red. Just go to normal. That way you don't have to be rolling 2 die every time. 'Cause that can get confusing. And also
it's It's a default. I turned that on.
Oh, mine's not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, I don't know.
So, but David, you want us to have that on?
Yeah, you can just roll it with just keep it so it rolls 2 every time, and I'll just take the first roll unless you have disadvantage.
It's just depressing to me to see, like, when I do roll a nat 20 on the second one, I'm like, oh, man.
Well, if you want to stick with one roll, that's fine.
Yeah.
But as default, I'm just trying to keep things moving. With
That makes sense.
DM, is there anything around that I can use as a grave marker after I dig this shallow grave for this body?
There's a lot of wood, dear boy. A lot of wood.
But
You
I
know what
worship
that's like.
A lot of petrified wood.
I mean, not from what you can see readily. It looks like the wolves dragged it there to eat it later. And speaking of, you start to hear more howls in the distance.
I take one of the wolf legs, pull it out of my bag, stick it in the ground, wherever it's at, and leave that as the marker.
Okay. As you do that, and
It's not what I wanted to do, but that's what I
down,
wanted to.
You realize that the paw prints for these wolves that attacked this man are much bigger than the wolves you just fought.
Let's move.
Well,
My keen
I let the
eye
group know.
sees a difference in paw size. We should probably get going.
Yeah. I don't know if it's keen eye as much as I'm just.
I observed with my eyes. They're 2 different sizes. We better get down the road.
You,
We should listen to Welly.
Sayonara, bitches.
What'd I just say?
What the? Whoa.
it's the wolves.
That's what you hear.
Hey, y'all! I hear some wolves around.
We should.
We might want to get down the road.
I assume we should keep moving, but I'm frightened to say it because
Do
we move forward, and what do we find? Will we just find vampires? So are we between wolves and vampires at this point?
Wolf vampires.
Do we have David? Do we have any idea of where those howls are coming from? Are they in front of us or behind us?
Make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Yep. In the
23.
woods due south. It looks like they sound like they're heading your direction.
I let the crew know that they are indeed where we are going. So get prepared. Be on guard. We might have to defend ourselves again.
I would say they're more to the southeast, and you're heading southwest.
Cool.
It's time to move.
Yes.
Yes.
We move.
Okay.
Is anybody, before we go on, did anybody take damage that fight?
I don't think so.
No.
Cool. Then never mind. I was gonna use second wind, but if nobody did, there's no point.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Let's go.
So
I'm gonna ride Gloria.
Feel free. Feel free.
So as you
Gloria's not with us, is she?
are you guys continuing along the road, or
It seems the smartest option.
Yeah, I say we continue again like we have been, kind of like on the edge, just so we're not out in the open.
okay? About 3 to 4 hours pass, and you start coming across a opening. You see from the road, you see a river to the south.
How deep is the river?
Well, you can hear
Does
it
it run
anyway.
through
You
it?
can't quite see it yet, but you can hear it to the south. And
Is it why?
you see a signpost that says Barovia Village, and it's pointing east. Another on top that says Searpool Northwest, and another one that says Ravenloft Valakai to the southwest.
What
The wolves are coming.
do I recognize any of these names at all?
Well, we just read Barovia, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we read the roving
Yeah.
gates.
As a human, do I know? Am I familiar with these places?
Roll a history check for me.
Yeah, I would be wondering the same thing given my
Yeah.
my education.
I'm going to give you
That's,
advantage on that. So I'm going to count the 15. And I'll say that with a 15, you've heard the name, but it's almost like Atlantis. Barovia is like a country that people talk about, but it was not on any map, and there's no remains of it that anyone has found.
There's just stories. Basically.
Some.
Yeah, like just would I have known any of that from history books and my learning?
Make a history roll for me. I will give you advantage as well. Okay, 18. You remember there was once an account of a village, actually a whole country named Barovia, and it was belonging to a royal family called the Baraviks, and that it was settled there, and then something happened and seemingly vanished. It's almost like it's a fairy tale legend. Not many people even believe it exists.
Okay.
You said we're in a clearing, right? With a signpost?
So you're right
Like we're
at
out
the
of the
edge
woods?
of the forest. Like you're just coming out of the woods, and you see that there's wood, and then there is more clearing than there has been in a long time.
Okay.
Out, and you can
'Cause
see
my question-
to the east, in the landscape, you can see some buildings and some light. Like there's
Okay, that was my question, is do we see any buildings or anything?
You see the signs of civilization to the east, where the sign indicates that the village of Barovia lies.
Do we hear any wolves still?
You hear the wolves howling, yeah, although as you've progressed, they seem further and further away.
Okay. I say we move to this town that we found in this letter. It seems to be our wisest course of action. What say ye?
I say aye. Let's go.
If we do go to Barovia, and there are vampires there, we need to be very careful.
Agreed. I with the promise or the concept of even having vampires, I don't even know that if it's bad, but if that's where we can figure out where we are, then
Time.
we should go.
As you guys are leaving the woods, Kime, you feel a chill behind you, and as you turn and look, you see yourself hanging dead from a tree behind you.
I will not share that with the group. Does anybody else see this? Do I look around? Does anybody else in my party see
Are
this?
you going to ask if anyone sees? I mean, are you? So you've noticed this. Trying, I would say, with your passive perception, you also notice a dead body hanging from a tree.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly approach it as I realize it's me. I'm gonna call over to Kosif. Kosif,
Yes.
do you see me hanging from this tree?
I'm gonna look. What do I see?
You see a Barovian human male dead, hanging from the tree. No recognizable markings.
I see a Barovian human male hanging dead from this tree. There's no recognizable markings.
I shake my head and I cover my eyes for a moment and I look back up and nervously.
And you still see yourself hanging dead from the tree.
Yeah, I must have been mistaken because I'm sorry, I'm just rattled by these wolves and the sounds and this dim atmosphere.
What do you see, Kime?
I see a dead Barovian soldier.
Can I?
Insight check.
Do I hear any of this? I'll say, do I hear any of this?
I don't know. How close are you? And how quietly are you guys talking?
I mean, I assume if we're marching, we're kind of again huddled up in a group. So I'd say probably within 10, 15 feet.
Okay. So how quietly are you, Kaim? Or how quietly are you being?
I was being very quiet and very subtle.
Okay. So roll a perception check for me.
Perception. 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you hear him saying something about the dead person hanging from the tree.
Which
Okay. But I don't hear the specifics of.
Which, as you
who it
look
is.
at
Correct.
it too, it seems to like sway and spin, but it seems like that its cold dead eyes don't leave you.
Okay.
I did roll insight on Kaim's claim that he. By the way,
Oh, okay.
with an 11.
So 11. Kaim, roll deception against that. You got to beat an 11.
19.
Okay.
All
So
right.
as far as he's shaken from the body, but no other reason.
Drink some water, Kaim. You'll be all right.
I reach down and grab a stick. How high up is it?
Are you gonna attempt to touch it?
I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
Okay.
Like all good people do.
As you are about to make contact with it, it starts to sort of do the Marvel melt away and sort of just vanish into dust and nothing.
I look at Kosov. Kosov, is it gone?
Is it gone?
It's
Did I see
gone.
it? Okay.
You all watch this vanish.
Wow.
What the hell was that? Let's move. I want nothing to do with this.
I was gonna say I kind of want to move hastily because I want to get somewhere to where there's civilization at this point because I don't like being out in the open after seeing that.
We've agreed to move east, yeah?
I say we head towards the buildings we see in the east, if everybody's cool with that.
I
Let's
am
move.
very cool.
Okay.
Well, we head east, on to Barovia,
All right.
and back with Kirby the Frog.
So I'm gonna say that as you get closer, it starts getting darker and darker, and you think nightfall's definitely gonna hit before you get into town, but I'd like you guys to just make the call if you want to push through and get to town or camp before you.
How long would it be to get to town?
Would we have any idea?
Yeah.
Probably guesstimate at the rate you've been going, maybe another 5 hours.
How about here's a question if you guys are good with it. Or while we're traveling, can I do a perception check to see if there's somewhere semi safer to stop versus just picking a point and stopping as we travel along? Like somewhere that just seems a little bit off the beaten path.
Sure, you can certainly try.
Well, as a survivalist, can I take a look around and see if I see anything?
Absolutely.
Do you want me to perception for that?
Or survival.
It'll be a
Or
survival check.
Which one do you want?
Both
I
of
mean, both are +5 for me.
I'll
So.
give you both advantage since you're both doing it.
24.
24.
Ooh, look at these rolls.
Nice. 24 and
25.
25. So yeah, definitely between the two of you, you can find all the materials you would need to make a tent, make a camp, and rest for the evening.
And since it's the next day, I can also feed them again.
Correct.
You guys are fed.
Yes.
Who's taking watch?
I'm taking first watch. I'll play song.
I'll take
just music,
second.
just to soothe the soul.
I'm going to take first watch with Kaim because I enjoy listening to his music.
I will take last watch again.
I'll do third watch with you.
For as dreary as this appears to be, and as frightening as your experiences have been since you've gotten here, the night is peaceful. It's still a little drizzle in the air, but there's a nice breeze, and the temperature is nice and cool, a comfortable breeze, and you can spend the evening safely.
I assume long rest.
Yeah, so I'm thinking at this
Everything's
point
gonna be
I'd like to call it a night for the evening,
Okay.
but I'd like to give you all an opportunity to declare what you'd like to do. I'm going to move you a little bit further along. Also, do you want to go north or south of the road for camp?
Do we want to do
Wanna go
what?
Cut out there.
Go north? Do you want to camp on the road, or do you want to go the north towards of the
I would-
road or south of the
Somewhere that, again, it's not easily walked upon, I would think, but it's close enough that we can get back to the road semi-easily.
I would say
But I want to
probably
not,
there would
don't
be
want to be
a
out in the open.
good spot that you could, mask your camp with the trees. What did you want to say, Diane?
I was gonna say, just between the two of us, with our survival skills, we should
Mhm.
be able to build a block from sight from the road, so
Mhm.
people can't
Yeah.
see us.
Yeah. You definitely can make a safe camp. I was just asking where you want it as far as placement.
That I don't care as long as it's safe.
Okay. So let's call it there, where you guys will be. And does anybody want to do anything? We call it a night.
No, I think I'm.
If we're camped, I mean, at most, I could investigate the surrounding area just to make sure it's extra safe, but
Okay. Nice.
Ooh, natural 20.
Okay. So, you definitely make a thorough walk around the perimeter, set up a couple things to kind of trip, make noise, nothing major, but subtle enough that if somebody were to step on something, you guys would be alerted, and ensure that you won't be disturbed. So much so, I would say you're confident enough to maybe only have one or two people on watch, and then not work.
I will still take last watch, but I will remain hidden just in case.
Okay. Well, stealth check for me.
Damn, that modifier though.
Okay. Yep. You hide successfully. As far as you know, you are unable to be seen.
Rogues,
And
man.
And your
Yeah, that.
your cloak blends in with your surroundings to make it even more difficult, giving you advantage.
Yay.
I'd like to, while I'm on my first watch, I'd like to cast Detect Evil and Good again to get an idea if it's still just a crazy haywire compass, or if I have a more precise understanding of what's around me.
Okay. As you cast Detect Good and Evil, the fire in the campfire bursts into a huge flame briefly. And you see from the flame, the figure of a dark knight on a horse, staring from the fire, and then sort of vanish from view. And the almost weakening you to because of how much evil you sense around you.
Okay.
He's alone. We're all sleeping during that, right?
Well, you and him are on
You
the
and I
same
are on the
watch.
same
together.
watch.
So you two are both
Would
up.
I have noticed that?
Oh yeah, it was a not subtle burst of the campfire went from a campfire to a bonfire pretty quickly.
So it was like a full size.
Mm-hmm. Like it went bonfire size, briefly, but
Kosef, what the hell was that?
Its precise name I don't know, but I have never sensed this much evil in one place.
You felt the evil.
Not just there, but everywhere.
Was it the opposite of what you are? You are holy man.
It is the opposite of that which I serve, I would say. But yes,
That does not bode well.
not at all.
I was at first almost relieved to be in this place. But I am second guessing my feelings. This place is not natural.
Fail. You notice around camp that there seems to be a flock of ravens or a murder of ravens sitting in the trees watching you guys peacefully.
Nevermore.
You find that to be unusual, given your abilities.
This is happening during her watch.
Yeah, if she takes watch or she notices or she that.
Okay.
Are they there through all three watches?
Yep.
Can I use my animal handling to try and interact with them, or I'm
You may.
unsure of what that means.
Sure.
Animal handling.
Yeah. So it basically is your attempt to sort of charm to interact with it in a positive way, or charm the raven in a. You can try that.
Oof. I don't think that works.
Oof. Natural one.
So,
That's a nope.
when you note that you notice they're there, they sort of disperse briefly, but eventually, slowly, they come back over time.
Hmm. Interesting.
The next morning when we're all kind of around a little bit, or I guess that night potentially, I don't know. But I go up to Vale and I ask her, because I notice she's good with nature, and I ask her,
Where'd this wolf come from?
Hey, girl.
yeah,
You were
no,
good with nature.
I heard you're good with nature, so hi. No, I asked her kind of how she's got so in tune with nature, how she's kind of keen with it. Where, like, is this from a learning in the past, or is this an innate thing that she's had her whole life?
Okay, so you want to do that in the morning?
I prefer to do it in the morning after
Okay,
everything
so
happens.
Kaim,
After she sees ravens.
when you
and
go
all
to
that.
sleep, I need to go back a little bit. Kaim, when you go to
Okay.
sleep this evening, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's not good.
Sure, it's fine.
It's
fine.
It's fine. You always do wisdom saving throws for no reason.
I do well.
Oh, buddy, that's not good.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
There's no wisdom here.
yeah.
Kind, my friend, why are you slamming your head against the wall?
There's no apparent effect that you are aware of. Okay. All right. So, you guys rest for the evening. Do you want to do this before we call it a night, Keegan? You want to have the...
Yeah, I have just one last question of kind of whether this is an innate ability or if it's something she's learned
Okay.
later on in life.
You can answer or not. It's up to you. Or you can not answer truthfully either. It's all up to you.
Becky put me on the spot.
I'm just gonna stare at you. until you answer.
Creepy dwarf with his whole flag in his hand.
Oh, good lord. I don't think I know you well enough to really give you my whole backstory.
This is in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I put my hand on Torby's back and, hey, buddy, you're being a little, aggressive, eh? Vale, we want to trust everyone who travels with us. It seems we're all in the same place together. I respect your privacy.
I look at Kime and go, I was just trying to get to know this one who joined us a little later, see if there's if I should be worried about her down the road.
I think we should be more worried about where we're at.
Well said.
I will say this. I'm not very comfortable around people, but I got a good sense from all of you. And we'll just see what happens in the future and what you learn.
After I stared into her soul.
Look on the bright side, Vale. At least we're all alive. As I glance around the forest. DM question. What was nighttime? Since you said during the daytime the sunlight really didn't have like its full feel or effect. You felt it was kind of like coming through like a dithered screen, a filter. Did night feel like darker than what night usually would feel like? Did it feel more visceral in a way?
I mean, it so at night things look even more muted. Things almost appear black and white if you're using the pale moonlight to discern it.
Okay.
Does anybody want to dance with Kime in the pale moonlight?
No.
I mean, I would, but I think I'm asleep.
Would have been just you and me, Joseph.
I'm a good dancer.
No one needs to know.
Okay.
So,
You are my number one.
So you guys pack up from camp,
Pack up
and get ready to start heading to the village of Barovia. Call it an evening.
Yeah.
What happened to me? Kevin
video.
McAllister face.
yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. It was a wonderful night again tonight. That was episode 2 of the Saved by the Roll campaign. We are officially now in Strahd. It's terrifying. It's awesome. It's spooky. It's a lot of other adjectives that I can't think of right now. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds here now that we're actually in Strahd and see how this goes. Again, you can check out SavedByTheRoll.com for bios of characters, and anybody here, you can get a little bit of a bio about them. We have merch there. If you go to SavedByTheRoll.com/merch, it'll take you to the merch website where we're working on putting everything up. All the characters are not done yet. We're going to get all the artwork for them here shortly and get that all up and done and finalized. Follow us on Instagram at Saved by the Roll TV, Twitter Saved by the Roll TV. There's another place you can follow us as well. But my name's Keegan. I'm one half of Love 2 Gamers. I would love to thank all these lovely people for hanging out with us tonight and putting up with my weird ass character that I've come up with. And thanks for Diane for putting up with my weird ass character more than probably the rest.
Nosy.
Um,
You're so nosy.
yeah.
All of our socials. Keegan, what's our Say by the Roll social info?
Instagram is Say by the Roll TV and Twitter Say by the Roll TV.
And then from there, you can find each and the individual one of us. I'm sure we'll be tweeting and Instagramming our adventures. And
Yes.
thank you all for watching and joining. We are
Been a wonderful night.
super excited to delve deeper into Barovia and further on into this world.
Oh, just one thing. It is a
Yes.
conspiracy of ravens, not a murder.
Ah, good. Thank you.
Murder's crows.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
You really do know your animals.
You wouldn't have known from
Insight
that
check.
roll, huh?
Natural 20 on her
Right.
nature roll.
Good lord.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you, David. Thank you, David,
yes.
our DM, for putting all the hard work into getting this all prepped for us. For not just
For
the
fixing
game,
all the
but
bugs we had
stream.
on break.
Thank you. This has been amazing.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Anybody else have anything they want to say before we officially close this out?
LeBron James. Oh, sorry.
Can we say thank you to Bertrand? Because if everybody didn't see it, we had those our new tokens. Been doing all that artwork, and I love
And
how
the music.
Ghosted looks. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
agree.
Vale
I
and
agree.
Willie, you guys are next, so I'll have them done by our next session.
Token art and the fight music I used earlier was
And
Mr.
the
Bertrand.
break music
And the
is
break
all
music,
by
yeah.
Bertrand as well.
Nice.
And the intro music before we start. So everything's by Bertrand. Saved by the Roll by Bertrand.
Yeah, you can,
I think-
for all of you, I think I mentioned it on the last stream, but any of you guys who are running homebrew at home or any kind of campaigns, you can stream it off of Spotify or Apple Music or wherever. And if you don't have that, I am more than willing to let you guys use it for any of your home stuff or even your streaming. I'm all about it. You can find that at the Bertrand Project. If you search that on Apple Music or Spotify, you'll find it there.
Cool. They can also, if you're cool with it, if they go to, I'm going to make sure I get the email right here, but I think it's savedbytherolltv@gmail.com.
Yep, feel free to email there, and we can send you a link.
send an email, but I want to make sure that's what I made it because I'm not 100% sure. Savedbytherolltv@gmail.com is where you can email us as well if you would like to get a file of it, because I'm sure Bertrand will gladly use that. So thank you again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for playing. And as always, welcome to the second level.
Welcome to the second level.
Bye. I love you all.
Bye.
This has been fun.